Oh, blimey, that didn't like that, did it? It didn't like that at all. That's a bit annoying. Oh, dear. We're actually getting a new desk. So people thinking that everything's going to be slowing down and giving up, but all these haters, all thinking that we're going to give up. Because you see, well, there is a reason. There is another reason, but I'm not going to say it because that just puts more power in the haters camp, doesn't it? So yeah, we're going with the today's football. We'll stay with Rotherham United. We'll stay with Rotherham United. Only me, so you might as well stay with Rotherham. In goal, we have Dawson. We have Cameron Dawson in goal. We have a back three of Rafferty, Douglas, and James. Now James has come back in, and he hasn't replaced Douglas, so they've put James on one side. Douglas has kept his position. Really pleased about that. He really has proven to be one of the kids that's just shone, hasn't he? There was talk of him going to Everton. There was talk of him going to Everton, and then it seemed to sort of die down. I'm glad it did. I'm glad it did. He's playing really well. Denzel Hall, Dan Gore, Kean Spence, and Joe Powell in midfield. Really good. The only problem we've got a problem with is attack, but everybody seems to be scoring. So I'm not actually too bothered. Let's just turn on the lights because I think we need the light, don't we? So otherwise we'll start having things flashing away, and and if things start flashing away, I notice the colour around there starts flashing if you don't turn the light on. So we've got the light on. We've got the power there, so we can. There's lots of things we can do. So what have we got up front? We've got Martha up front. We've got now we've got Jordan Hugill up front and Josh Benson. Josh Benson and Martha do score goals, and on a fairly regular basis. Jordan Hugill doesn't. However, he runs his feet off and he's got one black foot at the minute. Why and how the hell he's playing? If you could, he's on the internet. A picture of his foot is on the internet. Absolutely bright blue. How he's playing, God only knows. Now, if you look at the bench, Holmes, Jack Holmes, Thomas Holmes. Right, okay, here we go with the brothers. Ted Can for goal, and then we've got Liam Kelly, Sean Raggett, Sean McWilliams, and Drew Yearwood. So we've got a couple of people coming back, but we haven't got any strikers coming back. However, Rotherham do have the benefit of Benson and Marta, who can put the ball in there, and there's other players as well who can also put the ball in the net. So there are a couple of good changes there for the Rotherham side. If there is anybody who particularly wants your team to be looked at, then just give us a comment in the box, because we're going to be. It doesn't matter. As long as we've got one person in there, I'm going to be live until at least half time. So just tell me who you support, and we will be looking at the list here. Now, at lunchtime, we had Leicester 2, Sheffield United 3. I said 2-2. It was 2-3. How close do you want me to be? And actually, that came from you lot. So actually, you lot was saying sort of 1-1, 2-2. And we did say a draw. Portsmouth 0, Bristol City 1. That is going to put that's going to put Portsmouth right in that bottom three, because you've now got the likes of. Oxford won for one start, and they've gone above Portsmouth. Portsmouth are now 22nd. Norwich is 7 points below them. However, Swansea are ahead of them. On on at 21st. Now, who are Swansea playing today? Swansea. They're away at West Brom. So basically, Portsmouth will be on the in that bottom three unless West Brom put 2 or 3 past Swansea. But we know Swansea can score goals, so that's going to be very, very interesting. Very, very difficult times there for Portsmouth. If you want to know why, Portsmouth are actually just down the road. So although I come from Rotherham, that's where I originate from, and I always say, if you're going to support somebody, support your hometown. Even if so if I followed my own example, let's follow Rotherham, and I do follow Rotherham. However, I live in Portsmouth now, so near Portsmouth. So we may go to 1 or 2 games, and I may actually take a couple of lives from there. Which, obviously, I do know you can't actually take lives from inside of the actual football. So we're going to make sure we don't get any more strikes. We've only got 1. I don't want to get any more. So we will be doing it properly. Epic is in. Hello, Epic. Welcome in. So we're gonna be flying around the grounds. My local side's in the bottom 3 of the championship, so Portsmouth. So that's not very good. We were just looking at Rotherham. No strikers on, but hey, we've got the rest of the field that seem to put a couple of goals in. The rest of the field actually produce some pretty good goals, so we're not too bothered about that at the minute. Wycombe Wanderers, Van Saz in goal, Grimmer, Taylor, Hagelscar and Harvey in defence. They've got a staggered mid of Odinyma, Boyd, Munce, Mullins, Westergaard and Bell in midfield. So they've got some really good heads on their shoulders, haven't they, in that lot? You have more strikes than Liverpool. I know. I'll come back. Well, there's only us 2, so we'll come back to that. And they've got Corley Woodrow up front. Yeah. So Wycombe have some really good old-fashioned names in there, haven't they? But the trouble is, like, they've been. They're the sort of side, you've got all these old faces in there and all these old gits over sort of 32. And when you get people that age, they play good for so many games and then they get knackered and they go back down again. They've had a really poor period. They started to get refit again, these older guys, and they put them back in. So we're going to see. While you're in then, we might as well have a look. West Ham versus Liverpool. There's a game tomorrow, West Ham versus Liverpool. Now, there's a lot of people thinking, what happens if West Ham won this one? You see, West Ham are equal 18th, aren't they? They're equal with Leeds on 11 points. Now, that will put West Ham on 14 points, just 4 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool are in 12th. Now, I stick by by the people who've told me what's happening, because actually the same people who told me what's happening at Liverpool told me what was happening at Rotherham the day before. You see, the Rotherham owner was great friends with Steve Evans, and he ousted Richardson to get Steve Evans in because he's his friend. And everybody said they're not going to get rid of him. He's not going to get rid of him. And my friend said they've got rid of him. They've got rid of him tonight. And I put it online on a short. And the number of dislike, everybody's giving me a thumb down on the thing, because no, it's not happening. It's not happening. You've got it wrong. You've got it. And I got so many thumbs down, I had to immediately take it down. The only thing was, by the morning, it had been announced, and he had actually gone. So it's from the same source. It's actually from the same source. So I am actually thinking this is actually. This is actually quite interesting, because if he's got it right, and there's no reason for me to believe not, Yeah, because I am trusting on insider information, and it's not always right. It was last time. Now, if it is, Slot's already in discussions, but they're a bit far apart at the minute, and they don't seem to be able to get close. I'm hoping, for Liverpool fans' sake, that they actually manage to sort something out, because at the minute, this Liverpool side is absolutely shocking. Now, my idea about this, right, and call me nuts, Epi, but when you because I support Rotherham, a nice decent League One side. Now, teams in League One and League Two and the bottom half of the Championship understand one thing: their managers aren't as good tactically as the Premier League managers. Absolutely not. No, they wouldn't be Championship and League One and League Two managers, would they? But I tell you what they do really well. Like Rotherham, most of the teams in League One will have a 6-game really bad period, right? They'll have 6 games where they're really crap. But the manager always manages to G them up and get them out of it. In case in point was when Sunderland went up from League One. They had a period right at the end where they suddenly started losing 5, 6, 7 games, and the manager couldn't get them out of it. But they went up. They went up even though they had 6, 7 games where and it just went to the end of the season. He never took them out of it. It went bad all the way to the end. And the following season, they went up into Championship. And I'm talking to the Sunderland fans on one of their podcasts, and he says, you're right. I said, but we've started losing games, and we've gone 6, then 7, then 8 games, and they sacked him. And the reason why, the fans were saying, look, he didn't pull them out of it last year, and the end of the season came. We're in the middle of the season here. He says, if he doesn't pull them out now, we're going to go 30 games without winning. So they got rid of him. Now, my worry with Arne Slot is he's never actually managed a side that's had a poor run. He hasn't. He's been gifted a good side either at the top or just under the top section. And the one that he took from just under the top section, he took to the top. They've always played really good football. They've never had a period where they've gone from good to bad, and he's never had to be able to do what League One and League Two managers do best: turn a club round, turn the player's mind round. And I don't think Arne Slot can do that. I don't think Arne Slot can actually turn a club round from being mindset of losing to a mindset of winning. I worry that he's one of these great managers that can absolutely cook the usual run of the mill. The usual run of the mill top level thing, and he's managing a good team. Slot won using Klopp's team. Yeah, exactly. Good team with a good pedigree, with a good mindset. And Klopp's tactics. Klopp never got 500 million transfer window yet. Slot has, and still messed up. But you see, I don't see that as a problem. I think that the players that have come in are actually really good. It's just the mindset is absolutely shot. And, I just don't think he's going to turn it round. I don't think he can mentally turn round those players in their head, because I don't know whether you noticed it last time, but did you? Oh, he's got a different one. But did you see? I take it that's you. Did you see the? Did you see the? Yeah, my second account. Yeah, I thought it was. Did you see the some of the references after the last game where he says, "Oh yeah, they sort of did okay for a while, and then they seemed to just tire out, and they seemed to the heads went down, and they just the tackles weren't. It's almost like they weren't really trying the hardest. A little bit like Rashford when he was with Man United. I'm on £250,000 a week. Why should I try playing football? And we seem to have got some of that at Liverpool now, where we're going to get paid. Why should we bother? We're not going to win it now. We might as well just go out, kick a ball around, and come back. And there's no effort. There's no desire to win. Anfield, you've got to make it a fortress. And last week was just epitome of someone who just couldn't get that mindset going. For me, two issues. One, the main issue for me is that he hasn't got the ability to change the mindset. The other one is what you say, Epic. He's been given a lot of money. And I'm not convinced that they spent it in the right way, because it was really, really difficult when you're looking at it. You're thinking, like the guy they got from Newcastle, wasn't it? And you're thinking, there were lots of other people better than that. And that guy's mindset was shit. I'm downing tools until you give me to Liverpool. I'm not going to play. And you think, why go for people like that? Because they're not good footballers if they're just going to slam the foot down, throw the teddy out the pram and say, I'm not playing football now unless you sell me. What twat says that? I'm sorry, but it's absolute round spherical objects. That's why I think that guy's got it right. I think that that must be seen by the board, and I think, and I'm hoping he's telling me the truth, but he says there's ongoing negotiations between the two. At the minute, one's over here and one's over here, and we need to try and get them closer. But Slot's holding out. Slot is holding out for a big payout here. What do you think? Do you think he deserves a big payout? Isaac, exactly. I'm also disappointed. Then again, Wirtz was amazing from Germany, and he also isn't performing. No, he isn't. And you think, all this money they spent, absolute crap. Some people are saying that Isaac's good, but it just doesn't seem to be. It's almost like he's playing better now than he was when he was saying, I'm not going to play unless you sell me to Liverpool. But it shouldn't take that. It shouldn't take it. Managers who get sacked shouldn't get paid at all. No, they shouldn't. You haven't done your job. If I got sacked from, if I was at work and I did something wrong and I got sacked because I didn't do my job, I don't get paid. Simple as. If you get sacked, you don't get paid. If you get laid off and they cancel the contract, then you'll get paid. But if I do something wrong and it's not what they wanted, then unfortunately, I don't get paid. So why do these people get paid? Because it doesn't make sense, does it? Really doesn't. The amount of pay that they're getting is commensurate with the length of contract. How many years has he got left on his contract, Epic? I haven't got a clue how many years. He's only just bloody come in. He's going to have a hell of a lot left on his contract, isn't he? I'm just trying to log in. We're going to be flicking between the different teams. We usually just flick between the different teams. We have got we may get a Mansfield Town fan on, Roy. So if Roy comes on, he's a Mansfield Town fan. Sometimes he's working, sometimes he's at the game, and sometimes he's just at home on here. Even if he's in the game, he usually comes on. 2020. Oh God, 2 years worth of. I mean, that he's going to be paid a year's worth of pay, isn't he? He's going to be paid at least a year. I just wonder what he's holding out for, because I was told he's holding out for a hell of a lot. Which means he must be holding out for like a year and a half, 18 months worth of pay. And Liverpool are down at sort of like, yeah, we'll give you 6 months and you can fuck off. It's that sort of gap. So it's not a small gap what they are at the minute. They're quite far apart. He did think that they were going to get an agreement this week, but it hasn't come through, so he's got that bit wrong. So look, you can't if he loses if he loses this game against West Ham, I think he's screwed, isn't it? I mean, you can't keep him. I mean, what's the worst would happen? What's the worst that can happen there? So you got Brentford below them. Who's within 5 points? Just Newcastle and Brentford. I mean, Newcastle are up and down. Brentford, actually, I'm surprised they're down there. They have been doing some. Yeah, they either win or lose, Brentford, don't they? It's like, and they've been playing some great kids. The kids that they brought in are brilliant. But Brentford are like that. Brentford produce the kids and do really well. I've been following Wrexham a bit as well. They've been climbing the leagues very, very quickly. Yeah, very, very quickly. They went straight in from non-league into the Championship. Currently 10th in the Championship. Yeah, Hollywood FC is what I call them. I call them Hollywood FC. So if I ever say there's Hollywood FC, then that's the team I'm looking at. It's Hollywood FC. So, I know why that's not working. I have a VPN. I have a VPN. If I've got to change my it won't let me use go on the website unless I'm using an English VPN. I always look at it and think, what's happening here? Let's get rid of that then and go back in. Right, there we are. It should open up now. There we are. It's opened up. So. Let's see which team we're gonna be looking at. Let's have a look. We have an option. Oh, I'm not doing Rangers Braga. We have Brentford Burnley. Now that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Because if Brentford won Burnley, that would make Liverpool very, very hot under the collar for if they lost, wouldn't it? Man City, Leeds, Sunderland, Bournemouth, Coventry, Charlton, Middlesbrough, Derby, Rangers, Braga. Shall we go for Brentford, Burnley? Seen as Epic's in twice, we may go for Brentford, Burnley. There we are.
3 p.m. kickoff. Brentford against Burnley. Brentford take on Burnley at the G-Tech with the home side keen to recover from
a
disappointing late defeat away to Brighton last time out, whereas Burnley with 3 straight defeats going into the game this afternoon. For Brentford, it is Kelleher in goal with the back four of Coyote, Collins, Vandenberg and Hickey. Henderson and Jensen are the holding midfielders with Otara, Damsgaard and Schade as the attacking midfield 3 playing behind Thiago. As for Burnley, it is Dubravka in goal with the back four of Walker,
I can't imagine Hickey being, no. It was never much good, but it seems to be climbing the leagues.
Against Burnley. Brentford take on Burnley at the G-Tech with the home side keen to recover following that.
So we'll put that down for a minute because it's going to be 2 minutes. We're going to be following the Brentford game. So Brentford Burnley is what you're going to be listening to in the background as we go through the other scores. And it's going to be interesting, this, isn't it? Because in the Premier League we've got that Leeds game, Man City versus Leeds. It must be a Man City win, mustn't it? I mean, Man City must be winning that. The interesting game that people seem to be a little bit more close. Like Bournemouth must be winning Sunderland, but Sunderland at home, can be really, really good, can't they? They really can. My alter ego, lol. I just started a channel on that account. Oh dear. So there we are. We've got. We must be about 45 seconds away from kickoff. So let's have a look. Let's log into this one as well. Whoops. So we come out of that. We're going to go into the tables. What have we got? We've got Sunday's games there. Don't want Sunday's games, do we? So I want to know who you think's going to win in the Brentford Burnley game. Anybody who's listening, I know it's only Epic. Who's going to win in the Brentford Burnley game and the Man City versus Leeds game? Millwall Southampton has already started. Southampton have really turned the corner. They've been playing shit football. They haven't been getting in the fight. When they have got in the final third, they've been firing it high and wide. In the last 3 games, they've scored so many goals in the last 3 games. How many have they scored in that? I don't think it's going to show me, is it? No, it's not going to show me because it's already. But they scored. They scored 5, and I think they scored 4 and a 3. And they just where's the goals come from? We've already got a goal. We've already got a goal in the Championship, and it's West Brom 0, Swansea 1, and that's going to really hurt the local side Portsmouth, because that's going to put Portsmouth well in the bottom 3. So I must leave you, John. My sisters and niece and nephew are coming in 10 minutes. You've got to tell me who's going to win the Brentford game that we're listening to. Before, you're not allowed to go until you tell me who's going to win the Brentford game. So we have our first goal. It's West Brom 0, Swansea 1. And the Brentford game has just kicked off, and we've got a goal at Man City. We've got a goal at Man City. It's Man City 1, Leeds 0. Man City are already in the lead against Leeds, and this is a shocking Leeds side, isn't it? Leeds must be in for it here. Oh dear Lord, 1 minute. 1 minute it's took for Man City to gain the lead against Leeds. And that's 2-2. I'm going to hold you to that. It's not looking good for Leeds. It's not looking good for West Brom. West Brom are on the drop, guys. If anybody wants to join in, we can do. We're just going to be sauntering around all 4 divisions here. We've already got a goal in the Premier League. This morning in League One, we had Blackpool 0, Reading 3. Man City cheating 115. See you soon. See you later. And it's Middlesbrough 0, Derby 1. We've got a goal there as well. And we've got a goal at Sheffield Wednesday. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Preston 0. And I tell you what, we're going to swap, because this is actually better the other way around, so we'll swap it the other way around. Let's have a look at that Wednesday game. Literally just scored, I think, with the looks of it. 3 minutes and 20 seconds in. Yeah, it's literally just gone in. We haven't even got a list of who scored yet. Middlesbrough 0, Derby 1. Derby scored, and this is actually going to be quite interesting. I said Derby were going to be difficult to beat. Middlesbrough just not quite firing. Derby firing quite well. But they're a fair bit behind Middlesbrough. But hey, you know, Middlesbrough 0, Derby 1. How many points can they lose? This Middlesbrough side, because I tell you what, if they carry on losing points, they're not going to be where they are for very long. League One, then we have got. We'll go through some of those games in a minute. Nothing in League Two. You know, usually League Two's firing away, aren't they? But they're not at the minute. So let's have a look at Rotherham. Why not? We'll have a look at Rotherham. Here we go. Rotherham are 3-1 against Rotherham winning. It's a 9-4 against a draw, and it's even Stevens for Wickham. Wickham even money here. I actually said that it would be a difficult. I thought Rotherham might lose this one, but you guys thought Rotherham could win it. Rotherham actually got it. Playing it around quite nicely at the minute. They seem to be having quite a lot of the ball as Denzel Hall pass it Marta back to Denzel Hall, crosses it in, and Odonimia manages to get it for Wickham Wanderers. Kicks in out, but only as far as Dan Gore. They should have done better than that, Wickham. And passes it in. Oh, Benson grabs it in the box. Can he turn? He can't turn. Is that a corner, or has it managed to keep it in? I can't quite see from here. Oh, it's being classed as offside. Benson offside there as it came in. Powell offside. Wickham then it's back with the goalkeeper. Hagelscar. If there's anything else in that league. Stockport 1, Barnsley 1. That one was also this morning, as well as that Blackpool game. And I tell you what, Stockport and Blackpool doing really well. Whoops, what did I do there? I pressed gambling. I didn't want to press gambling. So we're going to have to go back now. As soon as you press the gambling app, you suddenly have it goes off. So we're going to keep. Sunderland 0, Bournemouth 1, Man City 1, Leeds 0. We're going to have a quick look at this Brentford game, because Brentford do seem to be on the up here. We've already got over 70%, almost 75% possession for Brentford against Burnley. This is not looking good for Burnley. This really isn't. It's 4-7 on for Brentford. It's 3-1 against for a draw, and 5-1 against for Burnley. So 8-15 on for Brentford. So I don't think they're.
We do. I mean, Adley, 7 minutes into the game, has given Bournemouth the lead against high-flying Sunderland. Anyway, I mean, two high-flying sides, it has to be said. So very intriguing watch, but too early goal for 2 games.
Oh, is there a goal at Plymouth? Let's quickly go to Plymouth. Northampton are on the attack. Down the middle. Can they shoot? Is that a penalty? Is it a penalty at Plymouth? Let's have it. We're waiting to see the ref's decision. We're going to wait. I don't know what he's going to give. We may have a penalty at Plymouth. Let's see if Northampton get a penalty here. Taylor in the box, and we do seem to be getting a little bit of a. I'm just getting a bit of a news here that it may be a penalty at Plymouth. Let's just go into my other system to see whether we can get anything from the other side. Oh, it's gone for a corner apparently, so it is actually just a corner. Although
they lost away to West Ham and they lost at home to Chelsea, so a couple of home defeats, but against strong opposition. Of
course, up against strong opposition. The only clean sheets they've held are against the teams that have newly promoted alongside them.
So Northampton, Plymouth 0, Northampton 0. Yeah, when they decided to give it for a corner. What did we expect here? Luton Town. There's been a goal at Luton, and it's Luton 0, Bolton 1. So Bolton now winning. Doncaster winning Peterborough. That is a shock. Doncaster 1, Peterborough 0, and Doncaster not playing very well. And I tell you what, actually 8 minutes in, as Peterborough go offside there, it is all Doncaster. It's actually all Doncaster. Peterborough haven't turned up. It's like really odd. I expected Peterborough to be really out there trying to get this one. Don't seem to be. Let's go for Cardiff Mansfield then, and Cardiff have had a shot, so it's back with the goalkeeper for Mansfield. Pass it to Noyle. Hewitt, Noyle. Reed. Oh, cross to the other side with McLaughlin, and McLaughlin now trying for... Oh, and Mansfield had a couple of little nudges to try and get it into the Cardiff final third, but both times it gets passed back. Trott, Wintle. Oh, tries a 1-2, but Reed intercepts that for Mansfield. Passes it back to Roberts in the defence. Oshilaya now. Quite like Oshilaya. Blake Tracy. Who can not like Blake Tracy, eh? McLaughlin. Blake Tracy. 10 minutes now at Cardiff, and it's looking very heavily Cardiff at the minute. However, Mansfield now just starting to try and get a little bit of a go with it. I think they're just trying to steadily get back into that game. As we go to my side, Rotherham versus Wickham. Oh, long ball by Rotherham. We don't need to be doing long balls. I know we haven't got any strikers, but we have got some good midfielders. We basically got... It's supposed to be 3-5-3, but it's basically 3-7-1. It really is. Dangor, Reece James now. And Reece James down there, pass it back to Hamish Douglas. Oh, Douglas has lost it. You know, he will make mistakes. He is a kid just learning his trade, but he has lost it. And Wickham there actually get a yellow card for a bad tackle on him there. So Hamish trying to get it back. You see, is one of these kids. Yeah, if he loses it, he tries to do his best to get it back. Tries to get it back, gets wellied. Wickham yellow card. At the minute, there's only one shot here, and it's to Wickham Wanderers. It was offside. It was off target. Not a very good chance either. So it was from sort of out and to the side. So it's not really much of a chance. Slightly edging it towards Rotherham at the minute. I would be on that. Luton 0, Bolton 1. Let's have a look at the table. Let's have a look at the table in League One. As Burnley attack, Georgian Thornley has got a yellow card for Northampton. We're going to have a look. We're going to go into the Luton-Bolton game. Kyle Dempsey scoring on 8 minutes for Bolton Wanderers. Bolton now equal second for Bolton with Cardiff on 30 points. Stevenage up there on 31 points. It's 0-0 there. Wigan 0, Stevenage 0. And to be honest, it's they're edging towards a Wigan win at the minute. Wigan just playing a little bit better than Stevenage, the league leaders. So Wow, they're actually thinking that this could be an upset at Wigan. So we've got, at the bottom we have, the bottom four are Plymouth with 17, Peterborough with 16, Blackpool with 16, obviously played this morning, and Port Vale with 15. Now, the interesting thing is Plymouth 0, Northampton 0. As we've got something at Rotherham. We're going into Rotherham. It's a goal for Wickham. It's Rotherham 0, Wickham 1. So that's not good for my side. So Rotherham will be dropping to 13th from 12th. So there, Rotherham drop a point there. But Wickham will be up 2 points. Where's Wickham? There we are. Wickham have just moved, I think. No, where's Wickham? 24 points at the minute. Yeah, Wickham have gone up as well. 24. Who else have we got? Bolton winning. We've got Doncaster winning. Leyton Orient winning. We've got Burton 0, Leyton Orient 1. Burton were actually doing quite well for me. And oh, there we are. Wickham are up to 7th now. But Wickham are up to 7th. Rotherham are down to 14th, and 3 points more, and Rotherham actually end up in the above 10th. So we could do with winning this one, but let's see if they've got the balls to come back. They're actually the league leaders on coming back from behind, so they are now anyway. And it's a second goal at West Brom. Another surpriser, this one. It's West Brom 0, Swansea 2. I said they could score, but I wasn't keen. I just didn't know. And it's Wrexham 0, Blackburn 1. Let's have a look at what those goals are doing in the Championship, because nobody cares, so I might as well just talk to myself. Make sure it's got it on here. They haven't got the second goal. Oh, they have now. Galbraith scoring on 11 minutes. Vitopchnik on 1. The table then. We've got Coventry in first, obviously 10 points ahead of Stoke City in second. Borough still third here on 30 points. But, and it is a big but, they are losing to Derby County. So Borough, 30 points there, down to third. Fourth, Bristol City. Fifth, Derby. Sixth, Millwall. And just out of it on 1 point is Hull City, followed by Ipswich and Preston, 2 points behind them. This actually is a fight near the bottom, because what we've got here is we've got Sheffield Wednesday at the minute on -1 point. They are winning against Preston. That puts Preston into 9th on 27 points, so that's not going to be happy for them. We have Portsmouth. We have Norwich in 23rd on 11. Portsmouth 3rd from bottom on 17. Then we have Oxford in 21st on 18. Who are Oxford? They played earlier, didn't they? Won. Yeah, they won earlier. So
four Burnley players at the edge of the area. They're going to give away a penalty here, surely. The referee thinks about it. No, it's going to be a yellow card for a dive. But goodness me, Brentford pretty much the architects.
So what was the score on Friday then? Oxford 2, Ipswich 1. Who would have believed that? So that's put Oxford in out of that bottom 3. It's put Oxford into 21st. Sheffield United in 20th on 19 points. And Swansea now in 19th on 20 points. And Swansea, of course, are winning 2-0 away at West Brom. West Brom now are 18th. They're 18th, equal with Blackburn and Swansea. Equal with Blackburn on 22. Swansea are on 20. So Blackburn and West Brom are looking a little bit ropey. It's now Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston 1. It's Norwich City 1, QPR 1. I'll tell you what, there's loads of goals here. Coventry 0, Charlton 1. Ouch! Middlesbrough 0, Derby 1. Well, let's go to the Premier League. We've got Man City 1, Leeds 0. We've got Sunderland 0, Bournemouth 2. And we've got here that we're watching Brentford 0, Burnley 0. It's a little bit both ways here. Burton Albion 0, Leyton Orient 1. Let's go into League 2. What goals have we got in League 2? Chesterfield 1, Swindon 1. Colchester 1, Cheltenham 0. Shrewsbury Town 1, Gillingham 0. Walsall 0, Bromley 1. If anybody does come in, then you do want to hear your team being. We'll have a look at your team's game. Then just shout, give me a text, a comment there in the box, and we'll have a look because. Let's have a look at the Norwich game. I want to have a look at the Norwich game. Norwich have just had a shot, and it's QPR's goal kick at the minute. Kicks it out as far as a Norwich player. Kicks it back in, but QPR grabbed that one. Back to Nardi. Pushes it forward down the right wing, but Fisher grabs it for Norwich. Those passes are pretty poor from QPR.
It back, and the shot from Igor Thiago on the ankle is over the bar. He's very, well, he's certainly appealing there, Igor Thiago. He's head in his hands. He can't believe that he's not been given a corner kick there. But,
so Wrexham 0, Blackburn 1, West Brom 0, Swansea 2, Bradford 1, Exeter 0. That I could see being quite a difficult game because, like, Bradford are playing poorly recently. Exeter are playing poorly, but they've started picking up a little. Luton 0, Bolton 1. Let's have a look at the at that game. So I think Luton. Where are Luton in the league? Let's go for Luton. Plymouth, Northampton. Plymouth, Northampton. What's going on there? Plymouth were on the attack and everything's been halted. I don't know what's happening there. Luton are in 9th now. Luton are in 9th. Bolton in 3rd there. Nothing's happening. Gone back to Thornley for Northampton. Left-hand side. Pass it down the wing. Couple of 1-2s. Can they cross it? It looks like a corner for Plymouth. We've had a goal. We've had a goal. Where's it gone? Doncaster, Orient, Bradford. No. I thought we got a goal then, but it didn't. The league seemed to change, but we didn't seem to get any notification of a goal. That's strange, isn't it? Grimmer for Wickham. Kicks it forward only as far as Douglas. Passes it back, comes forward to Hugill. A few of those long kicks by the goalkeeper. See, both three front end there for Rotherham are playing behind the halfway line. Not even getting into the final half at the minute.
As soon as he picks it up, wanted on that right foot, driving into the edge of the D. Went very centrally over the top and quite a way over the top. I already criticised him for his finishing this afternoon. It wasn't on the level he's used to playing at. Just get another look.
Harvey.
No, it wasn't. We see
Hagelscar.
Yeah, he gets underneath.
Taylor. Wickham just passing it around their own half at the minute. Just passing it around. I bet they've got quite a bit of possession as well because they're just passing it around their own half. Pass it forward. James gets it for Rotherham. Douglas. Spence. All piled in that far left side. Come on, spread out a little bit. It's more about schoolboy football at Rotherham at the minute. It's Rotherham 0, Wickham 1 as Wickham kick it out. So sort of it's a throw in for Rotherham, halfway in the Wickham half on the left. Let's see what Rotherham can do from this throw in.
A runaway, isn't he? But second top scorer so far this season with 9 goals.
Short to Gore. Dan Gore. There's a 1-2 with Benson. Yes, he does a 1-2 with Benson. Still in that left-hand corner. Wickham tapping out. It's still Luton 0, Bolton 1. Doncaster 1, Peterborough 0. That's a surprise. Burton 0, Leyton Orient 1. Scupper in there getting back, isn't it? Wigan 0, Stevenage 0. That's an interesting scoreline there. Bradford 1, Exeter 0. And that is what people would think. But unfortunately, yeah, Bradford have been quite poor of recent. Staying up there, even though they've been losing points, because everybody else has been losing points as well. Let's go Championship then. Coventry 0, Charlton 1, Borough 0, Derby 1. It's still 0-0 at Millwall with Southampton. It's 1-1 at Norwich with QPR. But Wickham are in the attack. Oh, Kian Spence has a timely kick of the ball there to try and kick it out, but Wickham managed to stop it from rolling over the sideline. Kick it back to Boyd Munce and Taylor, and they'll regather again. Wrexham 0, Blackburn 1, Swansea 0, West Brom 0, Swansea 2. We've been going into this one. Do seem to be quite it's quite even. I mean, there's only been 3 shots on target in the entire game. 2 on target for Swansea, 2 in the net. 1 on target for West Brom, none in the net. There's only been 5 shots so far in 24 minutes. As Wickham have another shot, and Dawson saves that one. So Wickham are well on top here. They kicks it long and hard, but Wickham kick it long and hard back again. Rotherham kick it long and hard again, and it gets tapped back into midfield. Rotherham kick it back into the... It's ping-pong ball at Rotherham. Van Sars has it for Wickham in the goal. Kicks it down the right-hand side, but Rotherham kick it back to them. And they kick it out for a Rotherham throw-in. Can somebody actually keep the ball for 5 minutes? We're listening to the Brentford game if anybody wants to know. Douglas, Spence. Oh, Spence loses it this time. Bell, Mullins, Vestergaard. Not looking good for the Rotherham side. Let's go back out. Let's have a look at League 2 scores. Barnet 1, Harrogate 0, Bristol Rovers 0, Notts County 0, Cambridge 0, Crewe 0, Chesterfield 1, Swindon 1 now. So the 2 really high-flying teams here. 1-1 each. Colchester 1, Cheltenham 0, 0-0 at Newport, 0-0 at Salford City. I don't think that's going to stay 0-0 for long, is it? They're expecting Salford to come away with that one. Shrewsbury 2, Gillingham 0. And we've got, just as it decides to give up on me, Sunderland has now gone blank. Man City 2, Leeds 0 has now gone blank. So God knows what's happening up there. Let's just rekindle the Brentford game. It's Man City 2, Leeds 0, Sunderland 0, Bournemouth 2. Quickly go into the Sunderland. There's a VAR going on, a VAR decision at Sunderland. Let's wait and see what the VAR is about.
It's a little bit spineless going forward for Burnley, but the signs of improvement since Dortmund. There is, and at the same time, they are keeping...
Leave that one. So there's a VAR at Sunderland. What about at Manchester City? There's a VAR at Man City as well. So there's 2 VAR decisions going on here. 1 at Man City, 1 at Sunderland. 0-0 at Brentford with Burnley. Coventry are actually losing. Sheffield Wednesday are winning. Norwich and QPR are drawing 1-1. Wrexham are losing against Blackburn at home. Wrexham 0, Blackburn 1. In League One, we have Bradford winning Exeter 1-0. We have Leyton Orient away winning 2-0 away at Burton Albion. We have Doncaster 2, Peterborough 0. We have Luton 0, Bolton 1, and we have Rotherham United 0, Wycombe Wanderers 1. So that was the second goal approved at Man City, 2-0. Second goal for Bournemouth has gone through. Sunderland 0, Bournemouth 2.
Yes, we know what that means. It means that Michael Carrier would have to move from the right to the left-hand side and take a long throw.
It reminds me of a team in red and white from years ago in the name of Rory Delap. Very Stoke City-esque the way they do it.
Absolutely, yeah. But got a story about that as well, actually. But once we see
Sheffield Wednesday winning, which is that puts them on -1 points. Now Sheffield went. Oh, Gordo's in as well. We've had Epic. We've now got Gordo. I'm listening in the background. Oh dear! I tell you what, Gordo. I was about to turn off. Yeah, Rotherham United 0, Wycombe 1, and Rotherham look like losing this one. They just haven't got any strikers, which isn't not very good, is it? The surprising games though today are Doncaster 2, Peterborough 0. Peterborough have been doing well, and all of a sudden they seem to be losing that one. Wrexham 0, Blackburn 1. I'm downloading and chopping footage from YouTube. Oh, make sure you do a good job so you don't get a strike. It's West Brom 0, Swansea 2. It's Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston 1. Sheffield Wednesday are now up to -1 point. And, you know, they're not far behind Portsmouth in third from bottom. So, is it on? Could Sheffield Wednesday actually get out of this one? You know, don't put it past. You know, Rotherham did a great escape in the last 14 games when we last stayed up. This team could stay up. Norwich 1, QPR 1, Middlesbrough 0, Derby 1, and Middlesbrough's torrid time continues. And listen to this, Coventry City 0, Charlton 1. High Flyers Coventry are being pegged back at home by a pretty average side in Charlton. I'm only 20 seconds plus with some careful editing. It's Sunderland 0. Both high flying, aren't they? Bournemouth 2, the VAR decision went through there. Man City 2, Leeds 0. It was 1-0 after 1 minute. Man City just getting that VAR check through there for the second goal. We're listening. You can listen to. We're actually watching the Brentford game. So it's Brentford 0, Burnley 0.
Inside from the touchline on the near side,
so if you want to know who we're listening to, Gordo, it is Brentford 0, Burnley 0. I mean, trust me to go for the one that's 0-0.
Backline. John Henderson's gone over to have a bit of a word with Damsgaard in deep discussion. You still think Damsgaard's going to be
Leyton Orient now winning. Let's have a look at. Let's go back into the Rotherham game. As Powell goes down the left-hand side for Rotherham, providing you're transforming the footing. Yes, exactly. Transformation is the key, isn't it? Fair use. You've been listening to that to Beardo too much. Dangor has a shot. Oh, and it's on target as well. Saved on the line by the Wycombe goalkeeper. We're starting to just pick up now. Rotherham are actually the best team in League One for coming back from behind. So it's Rotherham 0, Wycombe 1. It's Luton Town 0, Bolton 1, and the wheels have fallen off Luton Town. They really have. YouTube get annoyed when you rip the whole video. Yes. Yeah, they dislike it when you rip the whole video.
the Arsenal and Manchester City won and scored more games at home than Brentford.
You can play it in 20-second chunks.
Fantastic.
You can play it in 20-second chunks and not get in trouble, but you're better off just re-editing it and changing the colour and the sound quality and all that lot. Yeah. So it's still West Brom 0, Swansea 2. Those two Premier League games are still 2-0. 2-0 for Man City against Leeds, and away 2-0 Bournemouth against Sunderland. Trust us to choose Brentford-Burnley, because Brentford-Burnley, it's looking like Brentford will win it, but it's very, very close. We've had a near penalty, and then he gave a yellow card for the guy for diving. But I think they're still odds on to win Brentford, even with that one. I reverse clips as well to slow them down, speed them up, crop them, chop them. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Which one do you use then? Well, because I've got DaVinci, which I find a little bit. I find DaVinci a bit too much. I've also got Open Shot. Now, I actually like Open Shot because it's nice, simple. Look, you don't get all the crap with the other stuff, but I tell you what, it's nice and easy to use. But if you want to do the more detailed sort of upping and downing of tone and flipping it, yeah, free DaVinci is really good. Norwich 0, CapCut. Oh, you just use CapCut. CapCut is really easy as well. CapCut is the first one I ever used.
This time, the skipper for the visiting team is going to take this one about 45 yards.
And somebody hit the post at Norwich. It was Norwich. It's still Norwich 1, QPR 1.
Burnley way surely looked like he was going to hit the back of there. He's had a save from Kelleher. I'm not quite sure. Looked like Twanzebe for all the world was going to make it 1-0 to the travelling team. I'm not quite sure what happened. I thought he made the save.
Burnley nearly scored then. Open net, and they still can't score. Yeah, it is. I liked CapCut when I used it because kids can use it. In fact, if you look at all the kids' movies certainly on TikTok, if you look at the kids' ones, they're all CapCut. Most of them are CapCut. Yeah. Can you flip the? I didn't realise you could flick it. You didn't used to be able to flick the video on CapCut, so you obviously can now, which is I might have to go back to that one. So I was looking for another video editor because I used to use the Microsoft one, and it stopped working because it was just really pants, and it started freezing, so I gave up on it. That's why I got the open source one. I learnt on Power Director, but that's Windows. I'm now a Mac user. Right, okay.
Just staring right at wall, no eyes on the ball, and then just lent into him as he went up there.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, you've got to be there's got to be a little bit of deception about these things.
So we're getting on 36 minutes now, so 10 minutes to our first break. Bradford is still winning 1-0. Leyton Orient are winning 2-0. Cardiff are now winning Mansfield 1-0. So Cardiff have taken the lead at home to Mansfield Town. Doncaster are winning Peterborough 2-0. Wimbledon, it's Huddersfield 0, Wimbledon 1. I really wouldn't have expected that because Huddersfield has started banging them in. And then 1-0 down. That's shocking. That really is. Lincoln City 1, Port Vale 0. Port Vale are doomed with the looks of it, aren't they? They really are. Plymouth 0, Northampton 0. Northampton nearly got a penalty, I think, but it wasn't given. I've got a nice 27-inch iMac screen, easy. You know, I've got I've got a couple of televisions that we don't use, so it's like, perhaps we could use those. Let's look at League 2 then. It's Barnet 1, Harrogate 0. Colchester 1, Cheltenham 0. Chesterfield 1, Swindon 0, which is a top of the league thing. And Walsall 0, Bromley 1.
That's the story of the first half. Quality's been poor, hasn't it? We've seen a couple of crosses from Hickey and a couple of crosses from Damsgaard.
It's still Bristol Rovers 0, Notts County 0, which is, I thought that might actually... that actually might get Bristol Rovers really going, but they don't seem to have done it. Yeah, set up an old HD 32-inch TV as my screen. Much better for editing. I bet you it is as well. I bet you. I'm getting a new table. And we're going to see what I can do with a new table. It's on order. It comes Monday, Tuesday, I think. And then we'll just try and we're going to try and use the laptop here with a decent screen. And then who knows? We may get a. If I can save enough money, we might get some. We might get a new computer with it.
That could have ended up very, very badly for Brentford. And when you think that they already made...
Let's have a look at this Bolton game. Luton Town 0, Bolton 1. As Jerry Yates there tries a shot for Luton Town, but it's off target. At the minute, it's mostly Bolton, to be quite honest. Luton Town are doing that old trick, getting into the final third, and if they do have a shot, it's actually high, wide, God knows where, but not on target. At least Bolton are shooting on target. Yes, I do. I do have a VPN. I was actually connected to Holland, and when I started my live, and unfortunately, who I use for the live streaming of the game, which is Brentford, I have to be in the UK, so I had to I have to quickly take the VPN and drop it into London because it wouldn't let me do it. Yeah, I do use VPN. And realistically, it's because of when I did that.
Dubravka's actually a fair whack to his left-hand side.
When I did that debunk oh God, which one is it? It's the Celebrity Help My House is Haunted. They within 5 minutes they tried hacking my computer, and they did a good job. But I was online at the time. And one of my emails gave me a quick ping to say somebody's just hacked into your second line of defence. To your first line of defence. So I stopped it at the second line because I've got double authentication. They got past the first, but they couldn't get past the second. I'm not saying where I use, but yeah, it was one of those things that were they hacked into that. They actually hacked into they did manage to hack into my bank account. They did hack into my bank account, and they used the data to put a direct debit on. And I was quite shocked. I went into the HSBC. I said, well, I think I've been hacked, and we've got a direct debit. They were really nice about it. They took it off, and
so far have been pretty poor away from just away to West Ham is the only game where they've looked.
It might do. I actually found it when I was in Switzerland. I worked and lived in Switzerland for a while, and I used to use this site over there in Switzerland. It's just very difficult because you have to get around all the little crosses and things, but it's actually quite good. And you can get all sorts of stuff. You can get basketball, baseball, and all the rest. Anyway, I'm sort of digressing. So I went in, and I tell you what, they just said, right, you can have your money back. We'll cancel the direct debit because we don't even know who set it up. Help My House is Haunted tried and succeeded to get into my bank account, but they didn't succeed to get into my YouTube account. I do still have a problem with pop-up blockers, yes. Or you can change your DNS in your browser. Ooh!
Dancing around by the touchline. That's a really good play. Ball inside. Zap Fleming, edge of the box. Shot comes in. Oh, it's a great save by Kelleher.
Can you?
I don't know. It was different.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Kelleher had to make the save, and it was a brilliant one. It had to be saved as well. Medjbury, top right hand corner of the box. Laid backwards, chance to get the ball in.
Yeah, the annoying thing is when you they quite often, if you turn off the pop-ups, the program doesn't work. So you leave the pop-ups on, and then you've got trouble of trying to get rid of them. Stop pop-ups and adverts. Yes, yeah, I do. I have got a Discord. I need to set up the subsections of it. I did have a look on YouTube at a guy showing me how to do it, so I'm gonna try and use one of those standard template ones. Just put a template one in, so that I've got one text one and I've got one video one. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. You can actually install the pop-up ad blockers directly onto your... well, I don't have a modem. I mean, works even better with... I think, because I've got... God, what have I got? Looking for Sharda on the near side. Damsgaard's going to spray it. He's going to try and go early. Looking for Altaro. I've got the main one, haven't I? Which one's it bloody called? Now I've forgotten where it's called. I've got NordVPN. Which I think, if I do it right, I think NordVPN actually does it for me, but I'm not quite sure how. So yeah, because it can stop what it thinks to be bad sites. So I'll have to have a look at whether NordVPN can do it for me. We post your links in our Discord in any case. Oh, Epic, yeah. Oh God, we've got Epic. I didn't realise we got Epic back as well. Dear. I thought you'd gone to meet your friends. Anyway, we have got Brentford 0, Burnley 0. Why did we choose this one for going live? I mean, we had about 5 choices. And we go and get Brentford 0, Burnley 0. It's Man City 2, Leeds 0 after a VAR check. It's Sunderland 0, Bournemouth 2 after a VAR check. Brentford 0, Burnley 0. It's Coventry 0, Charlton 1 still. Middlesbrough 0, Derby 1. Hey, this is getting silly, isn't it? Okay, Millwall 0, Southampton 0. I was babysitting the youngest. Oh, you was babysitting. Norwich 1, QPR 1. We've had a couple of shots that have hit the post there. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston 1. That's another shocker. Wrexham 0, Blackburn 1. I did think Blackburn could do that. Bradford 1, Exeter 0. Burton 0, Leyton Orient 2. Cardiff. Hang on, that's not right. That's Cardiff 1, Mansfield 0. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna have to refresh this. I'm gonna have to refresh that because it didn't come up with the. Every so often, it just doesn't let me do that, so I'm gonna have to reconnect that one. No, go away. Reconnect that one when we can get round everything. So yeah, 2-0. It's Sunderland 1, Bournemouth 2. So yeah, it is good to refresh things, isn't it? Coventry 2, Charlton 1. So yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't always refresh the front page. Coventry 2, Charlton 1, Middlesbrough 0, Derby 1, Norwich 3, Preston 1. It's West Brom 0, Swansea 2, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston 1, Wrexham 0, Blackburn 1, Bradford 1, Exeter 0, Burton 0, Leyton Orient 2, It's still Cardiff 1, Mansfield 0. Surprisingly, Doncaster 2, Peterborough 0. Very surprisingly, Huddersfield 0, Wimbledon 1. Unsurprisingly, Lincoln 1, Port Vale 0. Luton 0, Bolton 1. What is happening to Luton? They're dropping like a stone. Rotherham 0, Wickham 1, Wigan 0, Stevenage 0. We do have a red card in League 2. Bristol Rovers 0, 10-man Notts County 0. So I'm actually going to go for a coffee. I'm glad you've handed over your nephew. That's very nice of you. Hopefully you've shown them lots of football, you know. It's like being on Mystic John again, isn't it? I mean, come on, Epic and Gordo. And my usual guy, I don't know where he is, but yeah, my usual one, which is Roy. He's a Mansfield fan. I'm not surprised they're losing at the minute, like my Seymour. But you know, we have high hopes. We don't do too badly in the second half, usually. Oh dear. So I'm going to go and get a coffee. So I can on this one, which is Streamlabs. I can do that, and I'll see you in about 6 minutes time.
Short goal kick, and Mabry went into the box, though he dived unnecessarily and was given a yellow card. There was also a good chance for Fleming, but his effort was saved by Kelleher, and Tuanzebe had an effort towards the end saved as well. 0-0. Half-time in the G-Tech, where it's goalless between Brentford and Burnley. Brentford making a bright start in this game, but not really creating anything in terms of clear-cut chances. There was an effort from Damsgaard, but that was down the middle. Another one from Jensen, which went over. Crosses not quite as accurate as you'd like. At the other end, Burnley had a couple of decent chances. Ball was given away after a short goal kick, and Mabry went into the box, though he dived unnecessarily and was given a yellow card. There was also a good chance for Fleming, but his effort was saved by Kelleher, and Tuanzebe had an effort towards the end saved as well. 0-0. Half-time in the G-Tech, where it's goalless between Brentford and Burnley. Brentford making a bright start in this game, but not really creating anything in terms of clear-cut chances. There was an effort from Damsgaard, but that was down the middle. Another one from Jensen, which went over. Crosses not quite as accurate as you'd like. At the other end, Burnley had a couple of decent chances. Ball was given away after a short goal kick, and Mabry went into the box, though he dived unnecessarily and was given a yellow card. There was also a good chance for Fleming, but his effort was saved by Kelleher, and Tuanzebe had an effort towards the end saved as well. 0-0. Half-time in the G-Tech, where it's goalless between Brentford and Burnley. Brentford making a bright start in this game, but not really creating anything in terms of clear-cut chances. There was an effort from Damsgaard, but that was down the middle. Another one from Jensen, which went over. Crosses not quite as accurate as you'd like. At the other end, Burnley had a couple of decent chances. Ball was given away after a short goal kick, and Mabry went into the box, though he dived unnecessarily and was given a yellow card. There was also a good chance for Fleming, but his effort was saved by Kelleher, and Tuanzebe had an effort towards the end saved as well. 0-0. Half-time in the G-Tech, where it's goalless between Brentford and Burnley. Brentford making a bright start in this game, but not really creating anything in terms of clear-cut chances. There was an effort from Damsgaard, but that was down the middle. Another one from Jensen, which went over. Crosses not quite as accurate as you'd like. At the other end, Burnley had a couple of decent chances. Ball was given away after a short goal kick, and Mabry went into the box, though he dived unnecessarily and was given a yellow card. There was also a good chance for Fleming, but his effort was saved by Kelleher, and Tuanzebe had an effort towards the end saved as well. 0-0. Half-time in the G-Tech, where it's goalless between Brentford and Burnley. Brentford making a bright start in this game, but not really creating anything in terms of clear-cut chances. There was an effort from Damsgaard, but that was down the middle. Another one from Jensen, which went over. Crosses not quite as accurate as you'd like. At the other end, Burnley had a couple of decent chances. Ball was given away after a short goal kick, and Mabry went into the box, though he dived unnecessarily and was given a yellow card. There was also a good chance for Fleming, but his effort was saved by Kelleher, and Tuanzebe had an effort towards the end saved as well. 0-0. Half-time in the G-Tech, where it's goalless between Brentford and Burnley. Brentford making a bright start in this game, but not really creating anything in terms of clear-cut chances. There was an effort from Damsgaard, but that was down the middle.
Any late goals? Let's have a look at late goals.
Not quite as accurate as you'd like. At the other end, Burnley had a couple of decent chances. Ball was given away after a short goal kick.
No late goals there. At Championship.
And was given a yellow card.
Just those 2 late goals for Coventry. Coventry 2, Charlton 0. And the late goal for Sunderland. Sunderland 1, Bournemouth 2. So, yeah.
Crosses not quite as accurate as you'd like. At the other end, Burnley had a couple of decent chances. Ball was given away after a short goal kick, and Mabry went into the box.
I'm surprised this isn't. I'm surprised Brentford aren't in the lead here, but because I thought they would be before the game. However, it seems that that Burnley are actually doing quite well.
Crosses not quite as accurate as you'd like. At the other end, Burnley had a couple of decent chances. Ball was given away after a short goal kick, and Mabry went into the box, though he dived unnecessarily and was given a yellow card. It was also a good chance for Fleming, but his effort was
When's
saved by
Coventry's
Kelleher.
goals? Let's have a look at Coventry's goals.
Half-time in the GT. Goal is between Brentford and Burnley. Brentford making a
Yeah,
bright
two
start in this
very
game, but not
close
creating anything in terms of
together.
clear-cut chances. There was an effort from Damsgaard, but that was down the middle.
Eccles on 40 minutes and
Not quite as accurate as you'd like. At the other end, Burnley had a couple of decent
Sims
chances.
on
Ball was given away
44.
after a
So
short
yeah,
goal
that's
kick, and Mabry went into the box,
quite
but
close
dived
together.
unnecessarily and was given a yellow card. It was also a good chance for Fleming, but his effort was saved by Kelleher. And two and
Let's
saved
have a
by
look at
Edwards towards
the
end
Premier
as well.
League table, shall we?
Half-time in the GTEC, where its goal is between Brentford and Burnley. Brentford making a bright start in this game, but not really creating anything in terms of clear-cut chances. There was an effort from Damsgaard, but that was down the middle. Another one from Jensen, which went over. Crosses not quite as accurate as you
So,
like. At the
Bournemouth
other end, Burnley
are
had a couple
in
of decent
4th with
chances.
22
Ball was given
points.
away
Sunderland
after a
are
short
in
goal kick,
8th
Mabry went into the box,
with
but he dived
19.
unnecessarily
I mean,
and
you
was
would
given a
never
yellow
have thought
card.
Sunderland would have been up
It was
there,
also a
really
good chance
wouldn't.
for Fleming, but his effort was saved by
Well, Man City, Leeds, Man City obviously second with 25. Leeds, well, you know, 19th with 11 points, with Burnley on 18th with 11 points, and West Ham in 17th with 11 points. Wow, and West Ham and Burnley are on the same goal difference as well. So this 1 point, if Burnley can keep the 1 point, they go above Leeds and put Leeds into 19th, which is because Leeds are losing against Man City. Wolves, 20th position, 2 points. Ouch. I was offered a free ticket to Wolves before the league started. Would you like a free home game ticket to Wolves? Yeah, well, no, not really. I don't want to. I'm not really. Who would you like? Well, I don't even know who I'd see because the pants. That was before the league, before the first game. So like, yeah, do you want to go and see a Wolves game? We'll give you a free ticket. Nah. Half-time in the GTEC, where its goal is between Brentford and Burnley. Brentford making a bright start in this game, but not really creating anything in terms of clear-cut chances. So tonight we have Everton, Newcastle. So we've got Everton in 11th, Newcastle in 14th. And Newcastle have actually had some good played some good football in the last few games. So it's like Everton for me are a bit meh, sort of okay. I can take them or leave them. Cut chances. There was an effort from Damsgaard, but that was down the middle. Another one from Jensen, which went over. Don't know what you lot think. I think it. We could see a Newcastle win here. Could see a Newcastle win. I just wouldn't, I wouldn't put it past them because they can play some, they've had some surprising results, haven't they? So the Man City win, the Newcastle win in Man City 2-0. They won Spurs 2-0 in the cup. But then you look at Everton, they won Man United 1-0 last time out and Fulham 2-0 the time before. they'll want. I think Newcastle will want to come back after that 2-1 defeat to away at Marseille. So that'll be one to watch at tonight. What else have we got tonight? We've also got 8 o'clock Spurs. Talking about Spurs, Spurs versus Fulham. So Spurs in 9th, Fulham in 15th. Now Fulham need to win to be able to just realistically keep away from that bottom fight. I think that, I don't think they'll be in it, but they have actually. They're probably my favourite here. I mean, you only have to look at PSG 5, Tottenham 3. I think that their defence is garbage, isn't it? And I mean, they've let nine goals in, Tottenham, in 2 games. 11 goals in 3 games. This side is like just leaking like a sieve. And Fulham can score, mainly at home, but they can score away. And I'm just sort of like thinking, yeah, that could be a Fulham win, which means it's going to be bloody close down at the bottom, isn't it? Where are Fulham at the minute? They're in 15th. It'll put them on 17. So they'd nick that gap between to Brentford at the minute on 17. And there'd be a decent gap then between them and Forest, West Ham, Burnley, Leeds and Wolves. That would make 5 for the drop, wouldn't it? 5 for the drop. Forest, West Ham, Burnley, Leeds and Wolves. And at the minute, you've got West Ham, Burnley and Leeds all on 11 points. So that's going to be an interesting couple of games, I think. Norwich coming back there too. Actually, it's 3-1 to Norwich at the minute. And Norwich have been playing garbage. So God knows where they've come up with that one. You really don't know. Norwich have had 4 shots on target, 3 in the net. Yeah. 4 on target, 4 off target, and 4 blocked for Norwich. I mean, they just seem to be getting the run of the green today. Sheffield Wednesday, though, they're 2-1 up against Preston North End. It's pretty even when you look at it. In fact, the passing is garbage in this game. Just looking at it, the passing in the Sheffield Wednesday game, it's like a League One game. No, it's like a League Two game for passing. It's shite. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston 1. And the passing is probably some of the worst passing we've seen in football games in the last couple of weeks. It really is. I've not seen passing that bad. I've not seen passing this bad since, for quite a few weeks. Between Brentford and Burnley. Brentford making a bright start in this game, but not really creating anything in terms of clear-cut chances. There was an effort from Damsgaard, but that was down the middle. Another one from Jensen, which went over. Crosses not quite as accurate as you'd like. At the other end, Burnley. Now, Port Vale, this will be interesting, Port Vale. Port Vale usually play really well for 45 minutes. So far, Port Vale have had 0 shots on target. Lincoln City have had 2 and 1 in the net. So 1-0 to Lincoln City. I can actually say Port Vale's passing is the worst of the weekend. It even beats Sheffield Wednesday and Preston North End. There's a reason why they're bottom of the league.
Off-tube studio commentary from the game at the G-Tech, where it is goalless, and as I like to say sometimes, a proper 0-0 so far, with very few chances for that scoreline to be broken. Burnley will be the happier sides for that reason, because they did actually keep Brentford at bay for long spells in the first half. Brentford went forward,
dear Lord.
Invention, and that
Need to
has
get back
change
to my
in the second
tea,
half.
don't
And
I?
think
I've got
from
coffee
both
at the
sets
minute.
for both managers, there's certainly
So here we
plenty
go.
to work on in the second half. Burnley perhaps just need to step up a little bit and put pressure on what can be a leaky Brentford defence, and the home side have got to actually step up and play like a home side for longer spells. But they're trying to push forward here now. Brentford with Otara leaves the ball here for Henderson.
Here we go with the second half.
It's headed clear by Tuanzebe, and then Cullen should bring the ball away for Burnley. It's myself, Paul Shibakovic, and Nathan was still taking it for the action. Nathan, both sides can do more in the second half, really, can't they?
Yeah, absolutely. More imaginative, especially from Brentford. That's the expectation for them, and their home form, obviously, this season as well. The expectation there to be the better side and ask more of the questions.
So Mystic John's joined the chat, so
They haven't really got out of
you
them
know,
at all, really.
Mystic John's there.
At this point, like you say, just keep it tight for last stage, and you never know, it might nick it towards the end.
Absolutely, that's what they've got to try and bank on here as the ball is rolled back towards goalkeeper Quinlan Kelleher. Just looking across, no changes at half time. But I was about to do the 11s, but there was a long ball played to Igor Thiago, which you
Burnley are on the attack at the minute.
Esteve is there first, and he goes back
Down the right hand side, get a throw in on the right hand side for Burnley. Oh, bad throw in. Straight to Brentford, who try nicking it down there. Gets kicked back by Burnley. Poor passing. And then Hickey kicks it out. It's a Burnley throw in. It's like ping pong ball on the right wing for Brentford.
As the attacking three, and our game has kicked off just a little bit ahead of the others.
That was a bit naff.
So it's Man City.
I hate teams that do ping pong ball while they're watching. It's like, you know, oh, let's just kick it up the wing. Oh, let's kick it back again. Keep it, you know.
Everton, Newcastle at 5:30, and Spurs against
So
Fulham
Coventry.
at 8 p.m. this evening.
That's interesting.
See Scott Parker. He was just having a quick word there with Hartman before the second half started. I just wonder whether he's telling Hartman to try and push a bit further forward. As Burnley push further forward now, although
I want to see what that goal. Coventry.
Playing an early ball out towards Igor Thiago. He shields that ball away from Esteve, but he's got himself into a bit of a cul-de-sac here down the right-hand side. Needs a bit of support and goes back towards Henderson, although Brentford are closer to the halfway line now, although an early ball here from Damsgaard in towards Dango Otara.
So Coventry's still out at the minute.
Brentford and Burnley aren't back in numbers though in the meantime. It's with Dango Otara.
But Brentford are on.
Henderson.
Brentford are playing.
Otara's code on his run. He gets a ball in from Michael Damsgaard. It's back towards the back post, and Shada is there. A second effort from Hickey goes a long way over the bar. But that's better from Brentford. A little bit more creativity, a little bit more speed to it all. And
Brentford trying to play, getting a little bit better in the second half.
Decent as well. Good ball down the line from Edison Coyote with a ding ball to the back post. Allowed the flight on it, gave time for them.
Sheffield Wednesday now. They're on the mark.
Shada jumped in for it, but it came at such an awkward height.
Try a shot, but Preston nick it in their own half, and Hughes has it. Oh, Hughes gives it away for Preston in their own half as well. And Ingleson, who can be quite dangerous for Wednesday, grabs it. Trying to do a 1-2 in midfield to try and get past this Preston defence, but just doesn't seem to be able to get past it. Hughes takes the interception for Preston, passes it, crosses it to the side of the park to right hand side. Off here. Oh, nice through ball to Jebison. Jebison now from Preston. Yeah, Wednesday kick it back out of their half into the Preston half. Story now trying to build down the right hand side for Preston North End. At the minute, it's all Preston in this first bit. Preston tries.
It's onside for Otara, saved by Dubravka. Second effort from Igor Thiago. Was he offside when he smashes that into the net? I think he might have been. The flag is up immediately, and VAR will have a look at it because the move was allowed to complete. But it looked to me as though when that ball was first played through, Otara might have been level, but I thought that Igor Thiago was offside.
Yeah, I think Thiago's
Preston coming through, down the middle. Preston now, can they equalise? Down to the left side, into the middle. Jebison, nearly. By across to Jebison. No, Preston pressing hard. Valerie for Wednesday kicks it out. Only as far as Hughes, and Preston are really pushing here. Over to Lindsay. Lindsay in the middle. And the whole move was really slick, but it just petered out at the very last minute. Let's have a look at West Brom. West Brom 1, Swansea 2. So we've got a goal there. We are actually going to have to get rid of that for a minute. We're going to get rid of that for a minute again. My results keep sticking, so we'll go back into there. It's still Brentford 0, Burnley 0. As we go back to pull that one up.
Last stages, heavy and mistakes start getting made. Fresh legs
Middlesbrough 0, Derby 1. Coventry now gone from behind to lead against Charlton. Coventry 2, Charlton 1. Norwich 3, QPR 1. Again coming back from behind. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston 1. West Brom now 1, Swansea 2. And it's still Wrexham 0, Blackburn 1. In League One, we've got Bradford 1, Exeter 0, Burton 0, Leyton Orient 2, Cardiff 1, Mansfield 0, Doncaster 2, Peterborough 0. It's hang on, I'll go into that one. It's a goal for Peterborough. Doncaster 2, Peterborough 1. There we are, we've got that. We've just literally just happened as we went into it. Huddersfield 1, Wimbledon 2. So Huddersfield coming back there. Lincoln 1, Port Vale 0, Luton 0, Bolton 1. Plymouth, well, let's have a look at Plymouth Northampton. Plymouth 0, Northampton 0. And Northampton kicking into the Plymouth half. Gets kicked back, going as far as Deitch for Northampton, who try and walk it to the right hand side. Kicks it across, forward and across, but Sooks gets it for Plymouth, pushes it forward down the right hand side to Boateng, crosses it in there, it's well out, well wide, and Boateng's cross there was awful.
We're now 8 minutes ahead of them in that game. There must have been a real heap of added time. Just speaking to one of our colleagues who was commentating on that game, says that Tyler Adams scored from the halfway line. For Bournemouth,
West Brom, I need to go to West Brom. It's West Brom 2, Swansea 2. West Brom have just equalised. And it's now West Brom 2, Swansea 2. West Brom coming back there. I think it was 2-0 down, weren't they? And West Brom have just equalised. It's still Wrexham 0, Blackburn 1. Let's go into my game. Rotherham 0, Wickham 1. Rotherham throwing on the right. Rotherham throwing on the right hand side. Keep on watching this game.
Into midfield.
Rafferty.
He's not going to get it. Brentford have it back here on the right hand side. Dango Otara's ball into the box. That's nodded clear by Fleming, still back helping out in defence.
Throw into Rotherham, right hand side.
Collins is back there for Brentford, and he can play it back towards Quayman Kelleher.
Rotherham just trying to keep it in midfield at the minute, trying to work it forward, try and kick it across into the front, but it gets kicked out by the Wickham goalkeeper. Reece James gets it, taps it sideways to Gore. Tries to do a 1-2, but Gore gets it back after a couple of second ball. Sunderland have equalised. Sunderland now equalised there.
Absolutely, all square. We're just a couple of minutes into the second half.
Reece James crosses it to Hall. Oh, Taylor nicks that one from the Rotherham midfielder there and tries getting it out, but it's only a couple of quick passes there from Wickham, and Rotherham get it back in. Reece James, oh, it's off target, and Rotherham are starting to play a bit of football for once. Back to Dan Gore, back to forward to Hall.
Out for a Brentford throw, but on the left-hand side this time.
They keep coming, Brentford. They're really knocking on the door. I don't know if Burnley just.
Who's going to score first, Rotherham or Brentford? Hugill shoots, and that's another one off target. As Rotherham are really pressing Wickham goal now, and we'll come away, let them do that as we go into League 2. Barnet 1,
Visitors
Harrogate
push
0.
here. That's a really fast throw as well towards
Barnet,
the edge
it's
of the
quite
six-yard box.
even.
That's clear
It really is
by
quite
Florentino.
even.
It's out for a corner kick.
Harrogate
Brentford on
are
the
more
left-hand
prone to just
side. What a
shooting
crazy game at the stadium.
without any sort of
It's not
real
that they've only
clear
just equalised in the last, few moments
sight on
against
goal.
Bournemouth, but now we have
Barnet
a
are
goal
more
for Bournemouth in that
trying to
game.
make
So
sure the
confirmed
shots are on
goal scored
target.
for you. Just a second, they go for corner kick for
And
Brentford.
that's
Headed on
why
at the
the-
near post, and then it's up in the air. It takes a
That's
deflection.
why Barnet are
And
winning
it's
1-0.
actually taken a deflection of Nathan Collins.
Rovers
It
0,
says the referee Sam
Bristol
Barrett,
Rovers
so it's
0,
out for
Notts
a
10-man
goal
Notts
kick.
County 0.
Yeah, finding
Chesterfield
more men,
Swindon
the quality of
1-1,
reserves
Colchester
is
2-0
very
up,
evident in this
Newport
second half,
Barrow 1-1.
for Brentford.
Salford have managed to get in the lead. It's Salford 2, Crawley 1, and Shrewsbury 3, Gillingham 1, and Walsall 0, Bromley 1.
There's not going to be too much to, but might be very short-lived celebrations. What I was going to say there for Bournemouth.
So that's that. So Man City 2, Leeds 1. Leeds have scored there. Sunderland 2, Bournemouth 2, as we heard. That's that game equalised.
The goal has been disallowed for an offside. Burnley, in the meantime, have won themselves a throw. It is in Brentford territory. It does launch it towards the edge of the area. Mabry was being well marshalled there by Hickey. It's out for another throw to Burnley, but they've gained quite a bit of
Coventry
territory
still
in the
winning.
meantime.
Derby still winning. Southampton now winning away at
The edge of the
Millwall.
penalty area.
And
Allow this one to be launched into the box. The visitors have been pegged back in their own half for the last 7 or 8 minutes. So it's important
what's
for them
that
now to
there?
try a
I've
bit
just
more
seen. I
attacking
didn't want
possession
that
from
one.
their
Go away.
right side. Walker launching this one
It's
towards the
okay.
6-yard box, but
Southampton hit the post again, so it's still Millwall 0, Southampton 1.
On the end of it, the ball's played back into the Brentford penalty area. It's partially cleared. Hartman then goes for goal.
And you say West Brom 2, Swansea 2.
Henderson has followed this and he's played a ball through the middle to nobody in particular. There's a Burnley player down on the ground as well as he was.
With goals on 47 and 52 minutes for West Brom from Hegebo and both from Hegebo. So Hegebo brace, 47 minutes and 52 minutes for his 2 goals there.
Pressing back and say that 10 minutes to
Now
survive the way
Doncaster
they've
2,
done.
Peterborough
Pressing back
1.
all
We
the
saw
time,
that
bits
one
and pieces for Burnley,
go
because,
in.
You get the free kicks, the throw-ins, and now the corners. I think they've got to make the most of them. That's for sure. In open play, they've got to be second best.
Go up to the Premier League, I think. We're watching the Brentford game. I wish we'd chosen another game now because Brentford won. It's still Brentford 0-0. I tell you, Brentford, Burnley did quite well in the first half. Brentford sort of starting to realise they need to do something and starting to turn up the heat here.
Hanging ball towards the edge of the 6-yard box, nodded clear by Kevin Sharder. Gets aligned by Mabry here on the left-hand side. He's got an overlap, but Tuchana puts the cross in. It's charged down by
Gradio for Man City.
Yeah, Damsgaard's done well, getting back there, recovering for his team. Make sure the cross didn't come in. But
Who scored for Leeds? Let's have a look. It's Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin for Leeds. So, it's certainly the expertise side of it. As Justin grabs it for Leeds, interception there.
Minutes gone. Officially independent off Tube Studio commentary. It's goalless here at the G-Tech, as we can see Leslie Ugachukwu getting ready
Pushes
to
it
come
forward.
on.
Man City there. One of the Man City players gets a yellow card there. That one.
And it's going to be the yellow carded Hannibal Mabry to go off.
Yeah, it's a sensible one.
Another yellow card, this time at Brentford.
Now and again, doesn't he? So you can see why they've done it. That's sure. Interesting that there was substitution before the corner. Not something we're used to really seeing in football.
I was going to say, yeah, it's one of those things that, although it's more for the defending team, that they say that if you're defending a corner, you should never make substitutions before the corner's taken. But that rule tends to apply to the attacking sides as well. They tend to make their changes not right when the set piece are going to be taken.
So they've got injuries going on there. Norwich 3, QPR 1. Let's have a look at that one. Those stats as well on that. Norwich are well in control of this one, but QPR keep taking them on the break. And while ever QPR take Norwich on the break. They're going to have a chance of getting another goal or two. Looks like it's going to be a Norwich win, but don't write QPR off just yet, as Norwich make a substitution.
Back and doesn't actually take a quick clearance anyway. He just rolls it towards Nathan Collins. He's now advancing down the middle for Brentford, down the right-hand side for
They make a substitution. Let's go elsewhere.
Thought about going diagonal, but just leaves it here.
Let's go Huddersfield, Wimbledon.
Henderson. Square now to
Huddersfield are losing, but they are controlling this game so much. 18 shots to Huddersfield, 5 of them on target, 1 in the net. Wimbledon, 4 shots, 2 on target, 2 in the net. Huddersfield 1, Wimbledon 2.
Do something with that ball a little bit sooner.
As Huddersfield go down the left with that Ruskin. Good player, Ruskin.
Away from him slightly. Allowed the defenders in.
He's trying to do it one man into the corner, but he didn't quite do it. Tried crossing it, but the cross was way too long, and it goes all the way out. So from the left-hand side, all the way out on the right-hand side, and Wimbledon can have a throw in on their left-hand side. Forward, Feeney grabs it, kicks it in, but Wimbledon kick it back out. Only as far as Wiles. Ben Wiles loses it. Wimbledon kick it forward, only as far as Ledson. Surely Ledson can keep the ball. Ledson's got skill, he's got class. Can he keep the ball? It does look like it. Gives it to Ruskin. They keep putting it to Ruskin. Ruskin now, going down the left. What can he do? It's a goal! It's a goal for Huddersfield. Ruskin there, great cross in. And it's Huddersfield 2, Wimbledon 2. That was a well-deserved goal and a well-crafted goal by Ruskin there for Huddersfield. I mean, he was playing down the left-hand side, and he just saw the Huddersfield. He saw the chance as the Huddersfield players just like passed him, and he just held up the ball nicely, just to like sail it into the box. Really good goal there, and it's Huddersfield 2.
The evidence I'm getting from Burnley here, they're sitting deeper as the second half
Lincoln City 1, Port Vale 0. As let's see, have a look at the game here. Lincoln City are just about ahead here on gameplay, but to be honest, both teams are just firing it somewhere in the vague direction of the net. It just happens that
was there a handball there? They're appealing it very loudly there, the Brentford players. Is Josh Collins just casually jogging away now from his own penalty area?
Should be a Brentford penalty, that I think.
We've not had a chance to see the replay, neither has the referee, but so the VAR officials, I'm sure, will be having a view of that as we carry on.
Oh, Lincoln nearly nicked it from Port Vale in the box, nearly scored there.
Another ball down the left-hand side, nice little link-up play there. There's Sharda cutting it back into Otara. Then it's Igor Thiago going for the strike. It's charged down.
Really thought that was going to be a penalty there, but for Brentford, but it wasn't. Luton 0, Bolton 1. And at the minute, it's a good game. It's a good middle League One game. Yep.
Of the target, very easy to do. But
several shots, lots of shots. Only 2 on target in the entire game, 1 each for both sides. So 1 shot each for both sides in 64 minutes. As a Dauphin goes down the right for Luton, loses it, and it gets kicked out. Bolton kick it in, but throw it in, but loses it to a Dauphin, who gets it back. 1-2 to Jerry Yates. Jerry Yates wandering out of it, comes across. Kodo! Great, passes it back. Jerry Yates! Oh, double shot there, and Sharman Lowe manages to get to it first in the box for Bolton. And that really should have been 1-1, but they managed to get away with that one. Rotherham then, we'll go to Rotherham. Rotherham 0, Wickham 1. As go down the left-hand side, and Hugill. Why is he playing over there? It's a Rotherham throw-in anyway.
where to
Gore,
Estevez
Dan
plays
Gore.
that forward, but
It's
I think so
Spence. Oh, Mullins grabs it from him, and it's a yellow card for Dan Gore there, I think.
An offside. Burnley not showing much in the second half.
Not doing very well there at all at the minute. We're not quite ticking.
I actually think
As we go to Plymouth. Plymouth 0, Northampton 1. Plymouth are losing yet again. And it's a red card for Plymouth. It's a red card for Plymouth. So now not only are Plymouth losing, but they have a red card as well. 10 men, Plymouth 0, Northampton Town 1.
Deep cross is nodded down by Dango Otara, but the second ball, as it was bouncing from that header, gets too close to Dubravka, who makes the save.
Literally just happened. Red card. I've not even got who has got the red card. And it's straight after two substitutions from Plymouth. So surely they're not going to give a red card to a player that's literally come on 3 minutes before. Let's wait and see who's got it. I want to see who's got this one. I really do.
Which was pretty much straight at the goalkeeper as Tuchana chases one down the right-hand side, but he won't get there first.
It's Tolaj that's got the red card for Plymouth. I know it's not. Tolaj came up, didn't. Tolaj is off for red for Plymouth. It's 10-man Plymouth 0, Northampton 1. I think the Plymouth fans are going a little bit nuts. Barnet 1, Harrogate 0 in League 2. Barnet really here well on top. I don't think they're going to lose this one somehow. It's a Chesterfield Swindon one that's heating up. Chesterfield 1, Swindon 2, and we've got a second goal there on 61 minutes from Snowden. So Swindon have taken the lead here. Swindon are high flying. They've got a lot of shots. They're getting a lot of goals as well. I'm not surprised they're winning Chesterfield, but Chesterfield spent a lot of money in that league. Wigan 0, Stevenage 0. Pretty even at the minute. It really is quite even. Not a bad game of football there. Wigan 0, Stevenage 0. Middlesbrough 0, Derby 1. As we look at that one, Middlesbrough should be winning this one. Middlesbrough really should be winning this one. Derby have had one shot on target and are winning 1-0. Middlesbrough have had 16 shots, 2 on target, none in the net. Middlesbrough are just not placing the ball. They're not placing the ball. They don't look like they're going to score. So I think Epic's disappeared. I think. Bye, Epic. Gordo's got both of his on. I've got mine on.
Just make the ball a little bit slicker, and I say that might not necessarily be a big help with them winning a game where the teams are neither side playing particularly quick football anyway. But we're over.
We've got something at Luton Town. Luton 0, Bolton 1. Bit of an injury here at Luton.
Worked hard at Burnley so far, kept Brentford at bay, but it's just a question of how long can they keep Brentford at bay, and how long can Brentford keep knocking on the door without getting a real...
Yeah. Brentford are just hammering the Burnley goal, and there just doesn't seem to be any end to it. It's Man City 2, Leeds 1. Leeds getting a goal there. And Brentford 0, Burnley 0. And again, Collins comes down for Brentford, and he still can't get anything. And he's like, how many times do you have to beat this net as Burnley kick it out? And once again, Brentford are just constantly in that half, as Burnley actually managed to intercept. They're going down the the right-hand side, and we got a goal at Rotherham. It's Rotherham 1, Wycombe Wanderers 1. Literally just got that one through on a different system, so that's that one. Oh, throw in for Brentford now. Listen to that one. Let's go to the Leeds game. It's Man City 2, Leeds 2. Leeds have got an equaliser away at Man City. That's going to put pay to the bottom end, isn't it? That really is going to put pay to the bottom end. You know, and you think, wow, that's just amazing, isn't it? And decided that they're going to sit back and can't believe that one. That's 2-2 at Man City. It's 2-2 at Bournemouth. And you know, that's the two latest subscriptions there that we got in the last couple of days. Brentford and so all the games are drawing at the minute in the Premier League. 0-0 at Brentford, 2-2 at Man City, 2-2 at Sunderland. I didn't think that was going to happen, but hey, Man City 2, Leeds 2. Who would have thought that? Trying to see whatever else is coming on here. Millwall 0, Southampton 1. Let's have a look at that one. Millwall actually are on top in this game. They really are. They got more of the ball at the minute in the second half, but Southampton in the first half had all of. In fact, that's it. It's Millwall 1, Southampton 1 as we speak. Millwall score 71 minutes and Millwall equalise against Southampton. It's 1-1. Probably the right score there. I think that Millwall have been pushing in this second half. Did look like they were going to get something. Aziz there, the one that created this move from the just inside the Southampton half there. Into the centre circle it goes. It's West Brom 2, Swansea 2 still. West Brom coming back there as Bellick pushes it right down the right hand side. Oh, Timo grabs it before he can cross it, and it gets pushed across anyway by West Brom. Straight over into the far side and out for a Swansea throw-in. Coming forward, Brentford, real big chance, move to left-hand side. Shada comes across. He's trying Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston 2, and Sheffield Wednesday couldn't hang on to it. This is what happens when you have kids on the pitch. They're probably tired out. I mean, they do look tired out. Sheffield Wednesday doing really well in that first half. Just tiring in the second half now. It's Bradford 1, Exeter 0, Burton 0, Leyton Orient 3, Cardiff 2, Mansfield 0. We're getting a little bit tired now. Doncaster 2, Peterborough 1, Luton 1, 10-man Bolton. Sorry, Luton 0, 10-man Bolton 1, 10-man Plymouth 0, Northampton 1. How many red cards have we got? Huddersfield 2, Wimbledon 3. Wimbledon are not giving up, are they? Wigan 0, Stevenage 0. Is that the only 0-0? That is the only 0-0 in League One. Wigan 0, Stevenage 0. Let's have a look at it. Nothing here so far at the G-Tech, but now a double change. Pretty. Yeah, I'd say this is actually pretty even. Not a great game of football. Doesn't look like a great. It looks like a pretty average League 2 game of football, and it's League 1. So, and this is Stevenage. They were first in the league. Let's see where they are now. They're second now in the league. Not surprising. This is a dull game of football here. Wigan 0, Stevenage 0. The dull game of League 1. Anything interesting? Oh yeah, Salford City 2, Crawley 3. Crawley there, really surprising coming back. Shrewsbury 3, Gillingham 2. That's another interesting one.
So it's Tuchuan, Foster, and
Cambridge
Florentino.
0, Crew 1.
Tuchuan
That's
and
another one. You know,
Florentino,
there are a few strange games going on. Let's see who scored for Rotherham, because I haven't actually got.
So Lyle Foster makes way
yeah.
through Larson, Anthony, and Laurent.
It's Kian Spence. So Kian Spence on 70 minutes.
Slightly more attack-minded than,
As Hamish
anyone else who's
Douglas
been in that central midfield,
gives
this
it to
afternoon.
Gore.
But Larson certainly a wide man to
Dan
get
Gore now for
Anthony,
Rotherham.
as I say,
The Man United youngster
Yeah, Larson
passes
was on
it
loan
to
from Hoffenheim,
Hall.
but made the permanent move.
Does a 1-2, gets right into the Wickham half, crosses it, but Casey there for Wickham is easy to kick that one out. Holmes passes it to the left-hand side, crosses it back in, and Hellscar kicks it out again. Only as far as Hall. Hall kicks it back in, and he kicks it. Wickham kick it out. Rafferty now gets it for Rotherham. Rafferty right up front. Powell loses it on the left-hand side, and can Wickham punish Rotherham here? This is a chance for them. Down on their right-hand side, Wickham now.
Brentford drop it back to Jensen, the number 8.
And that's actually heating up quite nicely there. It's 75 minutes. Rotherham 1, Wickham 1. This will be 3 draws in a row. But it's against 3 good sides, so they'll be probably happy with that. Let's go to that game, which is Huddersfield 2, Wimbledon 3. The last goal to put Wimbledon in the lead was from Johnson, a header on 71 minutes. As Huddersfield have it in their own half, trying to build it up now. 22 shots for Huddersfield, 8 of them on target. Wimbledon.
Good touch by Altara, getting through. Oh, that's got to be a penalty, surely. Penalty to Brentford.
Penalty to Brentford.
It's a brilliant roll.
Wimbledon, 5 shots, 3 on target, 3 goals. Wow.
And it's going to be a Brentford penalty out of seemingly.
We'll listen and watch the penalty at Brentford.
This is exactly what Burnley were trying to avoid. The referee is already sending the Burnley players away. I mean, obviously there'll be a VAR check anyway to see if Sam Barrett has got this all right, but it starts off here when the ball is played through towards the I mean, there is a challenge there, I think. Tuanzebe slides in, but does he actually catch the man with the ball, or has he tripped?
It's Plymouth 10-man Plymouth 0, Northampton 2 as we wait for the Brentford penalty.
I mean, that could be quite deceptive, because that could be
There's 2 players cutting across, which makes it difficult.
I just wonder whether or not VAR will look at that and say it's not a clear and obvious error, because if Tuanzebe is them, I suppose, then arguably that's a foul anyway, isn't it?
If anybody's looking, what do you think to this?
Given the yellow card, looks like Sunderland have taken the lead at the stadium. Like Brian Brobby.
Have they taken the lead?
Fairy tale start.
Let's have a look at that. Yep, Sunderland 3, Bournemouth 2.
They'll have another look at it and they'll slow it down and whatnot. He's gone through the legs of.
It's Burton 0, Leyton Orient 4. I really did. That is an amazing scoreline.
Then I actually think there might not be a penalty at all.
Yeah, I can't tell from the screen. Can't tell.
It's a difficult one. It's a difficult one. This and
they'll take a look.
Was it a clear and obvious error? This is the question at Blackburn, at Brentford.
He looks like he's in control of the ball when the challenge came in. That is a very, very hard call for VAR. I sympathise with them in the VAR room.
I mean, it's, you know, first of all, they're going to check to see if there's any offside, maybe to try and bail out of that.
You can't bail it out with an offside. That's not right.
Then, when Otara pushes that ball forward, then Igor Thiago gets into the game, and potentially he might actually cut across the defender when he never got back into an onside position.
I just think Tuanzebe has to make that challenge anyway, whether Thiago's there or not, so maybe he doesn't play a part in this, but then he does block him from making the slide. It's very hard to digest. If anything, I think that offside's made it harder as a decision to make. We're getting screens of the VAR room. They're in very heavy discussion about what's going on here. All eyes on them. It's going to be
watching for this
Brentford
VAR check here. Hopefully everybody's listening. It's a Brentford penalty. Perhaps was it a clear and obvious error Were Brentford offside? Did the player coming back actually make him onside? Not quite sure.
If he doesn't do it, then everyone will be saying, well, what's he a centre-back for? He's got to try and win the ball there. So
commentator not sure either. I'm not sure. What do you think? It looks like it may get called off, but.
So, although he has got a very good penalty record, it isn't matchable to the amazing record that Ivan Toney
As
has
Rotherham
had.
go down the left with Kean Spence, the scorer of the Rotherham goal. It's Rotherham 1, Wickham 1. Rotherham coming back quite nicely now, but not quite. The one important game I would say is 10-man Plymouth 0, Northampton 2.
No mistake whatsoever. Dubravka goes the wrong way. He hits 10 goals in the Premier League this season, form of his life, and Brentford take the lead 10 from
It was a penalty. It's gone in. It's Brentford 1 and Burnley 0, and Burnley will be bitterly disappointed. They've been hanging on for so long. A goal at Middlesbrough 1, Derby 1. Of course, Coventry coming back from behind to be 2, Coventry 2, Charlton 1. Millwall coming back from behind, Millwall 1, Southampton 1. Hang on, we go back into that one. Have Millwall, goal for Millwall, they've come from behind, it's Millwall 2, Southampton 1, Rovers and Notts County. Rovers are dominating, Notts County still no score though. I know, it's insane. I was telling you about that earlier. How is there no score with Notts County involved? Notts County and Rovers. You know, you just look at the Notts County squad, they can score some bloody goals, that Notts County side, but they can also let them in. I mean, let's have a look at it. I keep going down to that league, and it's like, yeah, Brentford 0, 10-man Notts County 0, and Bristol Rovers 13 shots, 5 on target. Notts County 4 shots, none on target. I'm surprised because Notts County can actually score. You know, they're not in 6th place for nothing. You know, they've got a goal difference of +9. They are actually pretty good. Here, they're not. It's all Bristol Rovers, 63% possession, Gordo.
It was miscontrol from Nathan Collins.
Yeah, it is absolutely unbelievable how that's still 0-0, isn't it? Really is. The boring game of the day is Wigan 0, Stevenage 0. Let's see if there's any movement in this game whatsoever. As Stevenage get a yellow card.
Once again into the centre circle, moved across to Esteve. Over to the near side. Burnley
no, this game is still as boring as it was before.
Now 1 goal down, Jayden Anthony on the ball.
I mean, Stevenage have had 6 corners, but apart from that,
I think they have been in the second half. I think there was enough.
It's pretty meh. The boring game of the day, I'll give that one now to Wigan. Wigan 0, Stevenage 0. Looks like being 0-0. It's absolutely boring.
Into the box low. Oh, is that going to be a penalty? It is. It is. It's a sloppy one by Coyote. He takes a touch in front of him and then swings out a leg. Burnley man got in front of him. And Jayden Anthony, that man we talked about, and he's been taken down to the floor. And just when Brentford got in front, a really sloppy decision and mistake, and they had the chance to get level.
Burnley now have a penalty. Shall we wait for the Burnley penalty? No. Oh, it's not a penalty. No.
The second touch, yeah.
I don't think.
The man and he can put his arms up and say, "Oh, I didn't mean to, ref." But
have they stopped it? No, it's no penalty. They've not given it.
He doesn't have the ball, but he does get the man. It's criminal, really, from Coyote.
Jayden Anthony just too quick. The substitute already making a
I
difference.
think they've not given it. Oh, they have. They've given it.
Is that Fleming? He hasn't had
Burnley
much to show
taking
about
it.
in this game.
They've taken it quickly. It's a Burnley goal. Brentford 1, Burnley 1. The message on the screen said they've not, that VAR disallowed it.
How's the pressure
but
on you?
they it's gone in anyway. They went ahead with it.
Not much to shout about in front of goal.
Brentford 1, Burnley 1.
Goes
Mansfield
right
2,
corner, sends the keeper the wrong way. It's
Leeds
the stories
2,
of penalties, 2 very good penalties in either corner.
and Sunderland
Send keeper both
3,
the wrong way, and we are level
Bournemouth
with 5 to play.
2. So Sunderland have taken the lead there. Coventry 3, Charlton 1. Middlesbrough 1, Derby 1. Millwall 2, Southampton 1.
I definitely think so.
Sheffield Wednesday 2.
I think it's going to open up more than
Preston
it has.
3. You do feel sorry for them. They were ahead for so long. West Brom coming back from behind 2-2 against Swansea. Wrexham still 0-1 at home to Blackburn. And I think they'll be a bit gutted, Wrexham, because they have actually played well enough to be on the level. Blackburn have just had the run of the green. This does look, when you look at it, it looks like a sort of decent enough game.
Henderson with the ball in. Oh, what a teaser that is to the back post. Man takes a double shot, comes in. Oh, it's 2-1.
2-1.
It's 2-1 to Brentford.
Brentford have come back straight away.
Burnley haven't kept their heads. They've just got an equaliser. A melee at the back post. Igor Thiago hits 11 for the season. Falls his way half volley left foot into the roof of the net. And they are back in front.
What's a Burnley doing?
Brentford 2, Burnley 1. 2 penalties as well. Cardiff 2, Mansfield 0. I'm surprised at this one. Cardiff are well on top here. Mansfield have had 1 shot on target in the entire game so far. Don't really look like scoring.
Looks up, he plays it back to Henderson.
Huddersfield have come back. Huddersfield 3, Wimbledon 3. What a game that is. Let's have a look. We were looking at this one. In fact, I think we were looking at this when the Burnley got a penalty. Huddersfield now, 23 shots for Huddersfield. 9 of them on target, 3 in the net. Wimbledon, 3 shots on target, 3 in the net. Ouch. I just say, Wimbledon's look is just in, isn't it? And it's 10-man Plymouth 0, Northampton 3. Let's have a look at where that takes them into the pen. That must really... Northampton now are in 14th on 23 points. Plymouth are 23rd on 16.
At least for the time being, but they've got some defending to do.
Rotherham are down to 13th on 24.
Jordan Henderson was there. It was actually Sepp van der Berg, actually. It's going to be moved to the near side. Talorim is going to put the ball in the box. It's backwards, trying to head it on its way, but ahead tennis, so they're going to clear it. Thiago's put it towards goal, actually. It will go out. It will be a Brentford.
Ooh, it's a goal at Bristol Rovers, and it's not the way we thought it would do. It's Bristol Rovers 0, Notts County 1. So the 10-man of Notts County are beating Bristol Rovers, and Bristol Rovers have just not had the luck this season. Down there in the bottom half, all the shots, all the possession, and they're 1-0 down. Talk about them. And there's a goal at Chesterfield. Chesterfield 1, Swindon 2. Will that be the end of that? Colchester 2, Cheltenham 0. Newport County 2, Barrow 2. And look at this for a game. Salford City 4, Crawley Town 3. Who would have thought Crawley Town would have had a chance here? But they're in it, and they're not letting go of the... they've got their bit between their teeth. And this game is actually pretty even. Pretty even.
And he'll be a very...
If I was an odds man, 100 to 1 against Crawley winning this. But there's 3 minutes left, and there's already been 7 goals. Look, it's not good. That is a good game, isn't it? Newport County Barrow, we have to go there. Newport 2, Barrow 2.
seems
Bit suspicious, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. As say, we're a couple of minutes ahead of the other games. It's still 2-2 between Man City and
Walsall
Leeds.
2, Bromley 1.
Another shocking result for Pep Guardiola. Meanwhile, Sunderland, who were 2 down,
And
very early
again,
against Bournemouth,
that's
looking
actually
good
quite
now,
even.
3-2.
Yeah, it looks good at the stadium. It looks like Yama looks going to come on, number 18 for Matthias Jensen.
Let's have a look at that. Yeah, Sunderland 3, Bournemouth 2, Brentford 2, Burnley 1. Burnley just didn't. It was a fluky goal deflected from nothing. I mean, it's totally against the run of play, isn't it? Absolutely against the run of play. How did they get that one? It's like, well, that shouldn't have happened.
As low as possible, and Burnley want as much as possible, but it's funny old game football. It's never
Norwich City, we've got to Norwich.
There's always too much.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we know that the ball spends on average about 12 to 15
Going to be a red card in there? I don't know. No, not going to be a red card. Norwich 3, QPR 1. They gave him a yellow card. QPR we were just thinking whether that was going to be a red card for QPR. It wasn't. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston 3, West Brom 3, Swansea 2. West Brom have come back from 2-0 down, 3-2 up. Burton 0, Leyton Orient 4.
And gives him credit for a fine performance once again.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been a big player for Brentford this season.
Hang on, Chesterfield, go to Chesterfield. Swindon are on the attack. Munro down the left-hand side.
It has to be said, Altara might just go up top.
Has somebody taken him down? Looks like it might. They're looking at whether it's a yellow card or a red card here.
Certainly find out. All eyes on it. We're a minute into it, so still waiting on that.
Chesterfield.
I would think a 5 would probably be about right.
It's just going to be a free kick for Swindon, then, is it?
To confirm it just yet, it's Brentford in possession, though.
Moved backwards, keeping hold of it. I mean, they just want
So
to
that
keep it far away from
stays
their own goal.
Chesterfield 1, Swindon. It's 10-man Swindon 2, yeah.
9 added
Chesterfield
minutes
1,
at the end of
10-man
this game.
Swindon 2.
That surprises me.
That does.
That's very generous, I think.
Yeah, I think that's probably 3 or 4 minutes more than I think both of us.
This is the other one I was going to look at. 86 minutes here at Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury 3, Gillingham 3. And Shrewsbury are having a pretty... They've been letting in goals like a sieve.
It's on the left-hand side. Altara's through past his man. It's game over. There was 9 minutes added on, and they've put it out of sight. Ball played
Brentford are well ahead now, aren't they? Another goal for Brentford.
And it's game, set, and match.
This game, Shrewsbury Gillingham, 13 shots each, 4 shots on target each, 3-3 each. But I tell you what, Gillingham are passing it well in their own half, and they are moving forward with it. It's just. When Shrewsbury have it, they do a little bit. They do a lot more with it. Gillingham,
that's for sure.
No, it really does.
Are doing the same amount of get the same amount of effort from twice as much of the ball.
I mean, I've got to say,
just not.
Exactly something to write home about. You'll see this again.
Shrewsbury looking like they could actually nick it. They could nick it. 87 minutes there. Can they nick it?
Yeah, absolutely. And Altara makes it 3-1, and Brentford look like they
Newport
have secured
2, Barrow
3 points, and will momentarily at least go up to 8th.
Notts County throw it, goal kick there. Oh, they give it away in their own half. Lockyer cross it to the left, and Bristol Rovers cross it back in. Lockyer in out. Oh, is it a corner to Bristol Rovers? It's going to be 7 minutes extra time here at Bristol Rovers. Another 5 minutes to go. They're going to have to do something with this corner. Oh, straight into Dennis. Kicks it out, only as far as Thomas. Gives it to Sparks for Bristol Rovers. Crosses it in. Roos. Kicks it. What do you kick it across the goal for? Bristol Rovers given it in the goal in the 9-yard box, 6-yard box, and loses it. He should have shot. He didn't.
It's heartbreak for Burnley as well, because up until the 75th minute, If you'd have said to me this game was
Crosses
gonna
it,
finish 3-1
but
to Brentford, I wouldn't have
kicks that one
No,
out.
absolutely
Bristol
not.
Rovers
Absolutely
are
not. It's
pushing
football,
here.
isn't it? You've got to be on your toes at all times because you never know what's
Kicks it
gonna happen.
out. Notts
Phil
County
Foden's
kick out.
got
Sparks.
his brace
Thomas
to make it
Sparks
3-2
crosses it
to
in.
Manchester
Ness
City, but
gets
10
that
minutes
one.
added on, they've done us.
And they've got
Yeah,
every
and
man in the
later
box, I
they'll be
think,
finishing off
Notts
the winning,
County.
but it's important for Foden to get some kind of
It's
form back because he's gone from
park
being
the bus
City's most
time for
important
Notts
player
County.
of the year in the Premier League
Sparks
and
is
a
doing well
regular,
on the
being a
right
sub,
side
not even
for
getting,
Bristol.
looking for him
Cross it
really,
in.
so
Can he
that
get
has
to
to change
Lockyer?
as a
Lockyer!
footballer.
Martin, shoot! He won't shoot! How's he missed this one? He's missed it. He's given it to Gordon. How on earth did Bristol Rovers not get something from that? I'll never know. Bristol Rovers should have equalised there. Absolute manic in the box.
Unfortunately, over on the far side for Burnley, we're in the 95th.
I'm surprised they didn't get a penalty or something because it was really manic in that box.
Well, there was a goal scored, so we should have at least another minute added for that reason.
Notts County.
I think obviously there'd be a lot more jeopardy on this added time if it was only 2-1 to Brentford. Now that they're 3-1 up, they'll feel a little bit more.
Bristol Rovers really should have scored. I don't know about you, Gordo, but that should have been a goal. That should have been a goal for Bristol Rovers. God only knows how they didn't score from that one. It's Luton Town 1, 10-man Bolton 1. Luton have got that goal just to nick a point there.
Energy by Yarmulke in the centre. Can't get a hold of it, and back it goes to
And
Carl
the
Walker.
scores are now
It goes
coming
to
in.
Martin Dubravka. I'm going to put you on the spot. I know it's going to be very hard. Apart from, I think there's one obvious option, but who do you think would be playing?
Plymouth, 10-man Plymouth 0. Northampton Rovers are my side back. I could guess that one, but how did Bristol Rovers not score just then? How?
Both teams really, wasn't it? But I think Igor Thiago with his 2 goals
Plymouth are losing.
in for a shout.
You usually gravitate towards the players that have scored the most goals for player of the match.
Wrexham 1, Blackburn 1. That's an interesting goal there.
To Harmon, can get the ball in, it's low, it's flat, it's been cleared out, and it's going to be a Burnley corner. Nathan Collins slicing it off his shin, and it will be a corner kick. Just need to remain headstrong.
2 minutes then. We might as well watch Bristol Rovers for 2 minutes. 2 minutes for Bristol
Absolutely.
Rovers.
I think that if Burnley can get a goal back, we both think that there's probably going to be an extra minute, if not more, added onto the 9 that we've had added.
Blatant penalty
So,
not given.
Burnley can
I
get a
said
goal
it
back
should
in,
have been a
so
penalty,
it's,
didn't I? I said it should have been a penalty. And you'll agree with me, it should have been, shouldn't it? I said, how did they not get a penalty from that? And yeah. I mean, no.
Trying to help it on its way.
Oh, Notts County then, pressing.
Keeps hold of it and goes all the way back to Dubravka.
Cross it in, Southwood there for Bristol Rovers, kicking it back out here.
Trying to mount something, but they
Literally got a minute to win it here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that goal going in injury time has just really derailed any sort of opportunity they had to get back
Minute
into
to
this
win it.
game. And I
Cross to
also think the way in which
Isaka.
they conceded the
Isaka.
second goal,
Cross
Burnley
it. Chang.
have
Oh,
barely had time to sit down
Burdo
and
gets to
celebrate
that
their
one.
equaliser.
And
Something Burnley have conceded
cross
to
it
make it
out
2-1.
to.
So that's already gonna be
But they
something
lose
to
it again.
frustrate
And
the players,
Gordon
the
nicks
fans,
it
and
from
obviously the scorer
Isaka.
And you're going to lob out the cliches
For
of your most
Notts
memorable
County.
you've scored, and you're concentrating.
1 minute
levels aren't
now.
really at its highest after you've scored. You're on a high, especially late on in a game.
Bristol Rovers kick it out. It's going to be a Notts County throw in. They're going to take the jolly time here, aren't they?
Moved it left to Jaden Anthony, left hand side of the box. Moves it backwards this time. Have another go at it, Brun Larsen. Top left hand corner.
Robertson
hit the first man. Not a
kicks
good
it
ball
forward.
in.
Lockyer
It has to be said.
for Bristol
Brentford just trying
Rovers.
to keep hold of it. Not done very well there, Altara. He's actually given the ball
It's
away
all
very
Bristol
cheaply.
Rovers for the last
Given up
few
on it.
minutes,
Danson around
certainly,
Birmingham,
while we'll be
hold of it.
watching it.
Just running through the other 2 scores so far. So
Southwood,
Man City 3, Leeds 2.
kicks
They're
it
in
forward,
96th
but
minute, 10 added on.
Kuha. That's
And,
Cottrell,
Sunderland are
Bordeaux.
3-2 to the good after trailing twice at the stadium. Might have picked themselves
Not long to go
They're actually 2-0 down.
as Southwood gets it for Bristol
They were
Rovers.
just to
Is
say
going
that
to
there's 8
launch
minutes
this
left
one.
in the second half.
He can only launch it.
The
That's all
story
he
of added
can
time,
do.
that's for sure. If it's anything like that in the 5
Will he
minute
launch
clock,
it?
it's gonna be a
Not
long
in a
evening.
minute.
That's for sure. A late finish, it has to be said, is Everton-Newcastle is provided. Both games are provided on the service.
Cross to Mola. Isaka. Last chance, crosses it in, and it's a goal kick to Notts County. That's not going to be the day for Bristol Rovers. Bristol Rovers 0, Notts County 1.
And blows for full time. It was 0-0 for a large majority of this game. Brentford looked like they threw away the lead, but picked themselves up and got themselves the win. Brentford 3, Burnley 1.
So Brentford 3, Burnley 1, Man City 3, Leeds 2. They've broken the hearts in the last few minutes. Sunderland 3, Bournemouth 2. And Sheffield Wednesday, they've been beaten as well. Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston 3. Let's go through the scores. We always go through the scores, by the way, Gordo, at the end. Always go through the scores.
Our next football commentary match is getting ever nearer, so why not take the
you.
opportunity of having a bet on the match? Whether you're interested in betting on the match result, the first player to score, the last score, correct score.
Right, Rotherham 1, Wycombe 1 was the final score there, so they didn't manage to come back there. Let's have a look at all the scores. It was, today, Brentford 3, Burnley 1. It's still playing at the minute, but it's looking like Man City 3, Leeds 2. Still playing at Sunderland. Sunderland 3, Bournemouth 2. In Championship, Leicester 2, Sheffield United 3, Portsmouth 0, Bristol City 1, Stoke 1, Hull 2. Some of these are still playing. Coventry 3, Charlton 1, still playing. Borough 2, Derby 1, still playing. Millwall have beaten Southampton. Millwall 3, Southampton 2, coming back from behind there. Another team coming back from behind, still playing. Norwich 3, QPR 1, Sheffield Wednesday 2, Preston 3. Preston coming back from behind in that one. West Brom coming back from behind again. Another one, isn't it? Loads of behind here. West Brom 3, Swansea 2. Wrexham have come from behind again. Wrexham 1, Blackburn 1, Interleague 1, Blackpool 0, Reading 3, Stockport 1, Barnsley 1. The leaders there coming off with a draw. No, Stevenage, one of the top 6, aren't they? Bradford 1, Exeter 0, Burton 0, Orient 4, Cardiff 3, Mansfield 0, so they got a goal to increase that one. Doncaster 2, Peterborough 1, Huddersfield 3, Wimbledon 3. What a game that one was. Lincoln 1, Port Vale 0, Luton 1, Bolton 0. Luton coming back with that one. Plymouth 0, Northampton 3. Woes increased there. And third draw in a row for Rotherham. Rotherham 1, Wycombe 1. Wigan 0, Stevenage 0, Interleague 2, Accrington 1, Oldham 0, MK Dons 2, Fleetwood 1, Barnet 1, Harrogate 1, Bristol Rovers 0, Notts County 1, and Gordo, that was a penalty, wasn't it? That really was a penalty. There was no way. I remember that. I was thinking, that's a penalty. Oh, not giving it. Right, okay. Cambridge 2, Crewe 1 is still playing. Chesterfield 1, Swindon 2, with 10 men as well. Colchester 2, Cheltenham 0. Newport 2, Barrow 2, Salford 4, Crawley 3. Really good game, that one. Shrewsbury 3, Gillingham 3, and Walsall 2, Bromley 1. We'll look at Gordo's side before we finish. Where are Bristol Rovers in 21st on 17 points. Cheltenham in 22nd on 17. Harrogate, who did so well pre-season, and have had a shocking season. But they did really well in pre-season. They were putting goals away pre-season. They just can't get it in the actual season. 16 points in 23rd. Newport on the bottom with 12 in 24th. So if Newport really do need to start picking something up, don't they? However, what did they do today, Newport? See, 2-2. Draws, really, they need to start getting some of these draws and making them into wins. In League One, just to have a look at where we finished, Rotherham are in 13th position on 24 points. But this league is so damn level. Wycombe are in 11th on 24. Orient are 12th on 24. Rotherham are 13th on 24. 6 points onto Rotherham and you get to 30 points, which would take them into 5th. 6 points off of Rotherham and you're in on 18, which will take you down to 19th. So this league is absolutely bloody crazy. So we've seen the good, the bad and the ugly, haven't we? There's some really garbage referees. And I think Bristol Rovers managed to get one of those. That was some ending for the Bristol Rovers game. It really was, Gorda. I'm glad you got me to have a look at it. That was stupid. I just flicked to it. I thought, right, okay. Just as Bristol Rovers started hammering the goal. But yeah, it's enjoyable. I enjoy doing it, and I'll carry on doing it whenever we have even one person. So thank you very much. Please do have a quick look around. If you're not a subscriber, give me a subscription. I need it. But other than that, we shall see everybody again next week. We do try and do one on a Saturday, if we can. Who knows, if I go to one of the Portsmouth home games locally, we may do a live from the actual game. But it's likely to be next year because we're in December. We're going to be using a lot of those hours on my other channel. So because I'm going to need that off with the with my data usage. So next year we may be going to a Portsmouth game, and we'll take you along to that one. So thank you very much for joining. Thank you for watching with both you with all your different channels. Epic, and I think he's disappeared. Thank you for your watching, Gordo. I'll see you next time with Mystic John.